And we're live. Okay. Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing? Hey,
Hope everybody's doing okay today. Want to welcome Chuck, Sergio, and my best friend Dub to the show. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello. Good to see
Michelle.
everyone.
I
Oh, I
see we
mean,
got
it's
little one Angie already in here, and Raina's in here, Western Warrior, uh, Norco Grandma. Sergio's in the chat. He's supposed to be on the panel.
yeah. I know. What are you doing, Sergio? I'm just kidding. Oh,
His water might have broke.
I know his water might have broke. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
There
echo.
she is.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying out here. Let's see.
You got
How's
it.
it going?
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, it's going good. It's awesome. I had to hike up the hill a bit to come up here to try to get a signal. I don't know if I'll be able to stay in, but I'm trying.
Okay.
Not
Is that the
very
cabin you're
often
gonna be
I'm
staying
here
in?
because I've been loading. Is that the cabin you're going to be staying in? No, I'm not staying in that cabin. I'm gonna get a space away from everyone because I like privacy. No, it's nice though. It's and I'm staying in a camper, but it's not done yet. They're building all
You're
kinds of
breaking
stuff
way
out
up,
here.
Angie.
It's kind of awesome. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop out, guys, but I want to say hi.
We got some
Hi.
major feedback.
Yeah, it's
Your Wi-Fi's in and out. You're sounding like
Yeah,
Charlie,
it's crap.
Charlie Brown's teacher. Yeah, we got we got echo. Hmm.
Eric says it's like a robot voice.
Oh, she dropped out. Maybe she'll come back in. I want to hear her story when she got pulled over by the cops on the way there.
Oh yeah, I want to hear that too.
I think it's classic. I mean, she had told me the majority of it, but you guys got to hear it because she's sharp as a tack. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
and got out of it. So
She's as
we'll
lucky as a
see.
four-leaf clover too.
So hi Eric, hi Norco, hi Betsy, hi Reina. Let's see who else do we have. Angie, if she comes back or not. Hello, Angie.
Danny's here now.
Western. Let's see. Uh, Danny Diesel. Welcome, welcome. We did have Lumpy earlier. I don't know if he's still here or I haven't seen him text since he texted earlier.
Hey everybody.
Yo, Laserbeam. Hi, Sergio.
Just want to say hi really
Sergio.
quick. Hey Chuck, Michelle, Mr. Dove. How's it going, everybody?
Good
Good.
here.
Good.
All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm almost done. Um, give it another less than 10 minutes. I'll be ready. So that
We
should
were
be
Okay.
hoping your
fine.
water didn't break or something like that.
You like that? I
Yeah.
forgot if it was you or Angie, but you guys posted this 8-minute video of this man saying he's a mother and a woman, and I just thought it was awesome. And
That
maybe
is
by the end of
crazy.
this, we can always have ourselves a good laugh, and I'll play a few
You have
clips.
to find that video you're talking about. That's pretty
I'll
crazy.
play it. I'll definitely.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one where the guy says he's a woman, he's pregnant.
Okay, yeah, I think it's Angie's video actually, but yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah.
get it. All right, I'll be back. But yeah, really good to see everyone. Angie, I saw you in here earlier. Danny, Eric H, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. And everyone else, Miss Raina, uh, thank you for coming back. Glad to see you. But yeah, everyone, I'll be back.
Okay.
And big shout out to Tegan watching. It's my daughter. I love you.
Hi, Tegan. Oh, we already got. Oopsie.
Okay.
What do you got there?
Yo, Laserbeam, what's going on? See him in here now. Are you muted, Michelle? Or is it me?
Okay.
Okay, you're back. I
Yeah.
didn't know if that was me.
No. So we're gonna have, I think, a pretty decent show tonight. It's probably not going to be the most popular conversation we're going to have. Um, there's going to be some probably a lot of disagreements. Maybe not. Maybe so. We just ask everybody to hear us out, hear us through. Come in here with an open mind and let's talk about it. We do have it is a clown world, so I do have a few tabs up that kind of showing you how clowny the clown world is, per se. But yeah, so we got 21 watching. I guess we could go ahead and play those while we wait for Sergio, while he's getting his stuff all ready. We know how he's always running late.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's not going to be running late to have his baby. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So how you doing, Chuck?
Not too bad. Just had a few days off, kind of trying to relax a little bit.
Yeah, I know. And you, Dub?
Doing good here.
Good. All right.
How you doing, Michelle?
I'm doing all right. I've had a few days off.
Yeah, that's
Back
always
to the
good.
grind tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it went quick.
Yeah, it always does.
But anyway, welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody here. We got 19 watching. I'll go ahead and I'm going to just show you a couple short videos to show you how clowny the clown world is. Hi, Captain. How are you?
Captain, what's up? Lumpy's back. Hey, James.
There's Lumpy. Okay, so let's do this. All right. So these are crazy.
Yes, pretty crazy.
Yeah,
you're gonna show this one first.
Yeah.
This is all for all the Fox people out there.
Yeah, for all the Fox people, 666. Transgender golfer sparks social media outrage after winning women's Australian golf tournament. The most important thing on this one is, let me go back and do full screen. All right.
There you go.
So the most important thing about this whole thing, we've always talked about the experts. They always have to have the experts on their news channels and, got to bring in this person and that person. Well, Fox News has a new expert. And I think you're going to know who.
He's part of the team also.
He is.
He isn't, yeah, he's employed.
Take a look at this clown world.
President, a transgender golfer, missing the cut at the LPGA, but she is still fighting to compete professionally as a woman and against women. Haley Davidson qualified for the second-tier ladies golf circuit, the Epson Tour. Her push is the latest in what critics call
Looks like the Incredible Hulk hitting the ball.
Let's bring in Caitlin Jenner. She is a Fox News contributor and an avid fan of golf. Caitlin, it's great to spend time with you. The LPGA rules do allow Haley Davidson to compete.
Hey, pause it real quick,
the female
Michelle,
at
real
birth
quick.
requirement.
How does this guy keep a straight face when he comes on? It's just beyond me. That's the best acting job yet, right there, to keep a straight face.
Yeah. I thought they were making him do it, but after this, I was like, nah, he's enjoying the whole. I don't know.
This is the new expert. What
the new normal.
He's down for the program.
He's down for the program.
Yep. They all are. If they're in the media, they're in the program.
Yeah. So Fox News' new expert on transgender. Let's continue on.
In 2010, as long as the player has undergone hormone therapy and gender reassignment surgery. Haley Davidson has undergone both. So Davidson, like Leah Thomas, playing within the rules, but the question I have for you is, are the rules sound?
Oh boy, John, here we go again. Are the rules sound? I would say yes. The LPGA is a different sport. I've been very consistent with how I've tried to approach this transgender athletes. It really depends on the sport. Every sport is different. Obviously, we saw
Sounds
with Leah
so
Thomas,
feminine.
she had gone through male puberty, bigger cardiovascular system. It just wasn't fair. And fortunately, we won that. We won that one. FEMA, the World Organization.
What?
I say, doesn't she sound so feminine?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
Imagine,
the
imagine,
Bride of
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
imagine,
Terrible. Y'all are terrible.
I was
imagine
sitting
being.
there. I was sitting there, and I was laughing so hard when Chuck sent this to me last night. I couldn't stop crying. I was like, oh my gosh, we're toast. If they're
We are.
putting this crap on national news, just right out of the open.
Could you imagine being whispered sweet nothings by that voice?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
Up is
Ange, how
down.
are you? I was busy earlier. I didn't have the
What's up,
headphones.
guys?
I didn't hear you.
You sound
Can y'all
better
hear me
now.
now? Am I good?
Yeah,
No,
you're-
Yes.
I didn't have them on earlier. I didn't have my headphones on.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was hiked up here so I could get 4 bars. I'm like, yeah, it's perfect. I didn't make it to the spot yet.
oh,
You got to get closer to the satellites. That's the trick.
Gotta
There you
get
go.
somewhere.
I wanted to say hello to Sanja. Good to see you. Glad you
Sanja.
could make it.
Oh, hey, Miss Sanja.
All right, let's continue on real quick.
For controlled swimming. Basically, Bander said you have to go through transition before you're the age of 12. You can't go through male puberty. Now we come to golf. Golf is a totally different game. It is a game of touch and feel.
Touch and
my
feel.
God.
It is about
Really, really.
Touch and feel.
That's getting a little graphic. I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
your ability around the green to get the ball close, out of the bunker, your ability to putt. And the girls on the LPGA tour, I've played in some LPGA tour events. These girls are so good. It's a joke.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was hitting the ball. Yes, I was hitting next to Lexi Thompson at one of the Pro-Am events on the LPGA tour. She's 6 feet tall. The girl is in shape. She is just bombing it out there, 30 yards past farther than I could hit it.
Hey guys,
I have another friend, Daniel.
this has to make you question all the other anchors now. I mean, is the guy on his left a female to male? I mean, think about it. We don't know. I mean, everything's upside down.
Yeah, I'm always
Unbelievable.
considering it now, honestly.
You have to.
Unfortunately, I'll even tell my wife, I'm like, honey, Michelle would say this is a man for sure.
It's even in the local news now. It's bad.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
It's
but
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at this.
it has to be.
This is just
Yeah.
Angie, that's why I said I'm a little jealous today.
Don't be, but it's beautiful. I mean,
I
man,
bet. Yeah.
I've been working, been doing a lot, but I got to start clearing the spot. I had to pick a new spot because Jack and the owner's dog got into a fight.
uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, they're both males, you know what I mean? And it's her boyfriend. So, yeah. He's big too, guys. He's big. They got into it. He's like, oh, let him fight. I'm like, no. We can't let him fight. You don't know what you're asking for.
Right,
I'm like, they're both going to come out bleeding heavy. Like, I'm telling you.
right.
And I don't want to deal with that. So I'm getting a line and stuff. But we're just going to keep them separated because there's pins, you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, I already know, dude. I go through it with Jack because you get two dominant, whatever, females or males, and they're going to have it out. But yeah, other than that, it's been really awesome.
Good.
Really awesome. Yes. It's beautiful. The weather, guys. Oh my God. But I'm trying to make videos, but I have to, like, this is a good spot for internet, but down there, it's spotty. You know what I mean? But we're pretty far up here. It is awesome. Awesome.
That's cool.
Super stoked. Yeah. Excited. So anyways,
Should I play it? Or do we get the gist of this?
We get the gist of it.
Okay. All right. That one's off.
But when I saw him come on, I just about fell out of my chair also.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
there you
pretty
go.
crazy. All right. Hi, Cormac. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
You know, there's nothing about Jenner that looks feminine. You know, not one.
You don't say. I mean,
Chuck's just sitting there
He's
going,
making faces like it hurts to be him.
that's hilarious.
oh.
Hey Angie, do you like my avatar? It's from your video. I'm a
I have to put my glasses on to see it, dude. It's so tiny on my phone.
Okay.
It's
You know
the
that
boy emoji that's pregnant.
Oh,
you know the recent
see.
video you made?
you guys are too much. You guys are too good stuff. Dude, the ticks out here, it's tick season, okay? My goodness.
Yeah, the mosquitoes.
As soon as, listen, I promise you, like, as soon as I got out of the car yesterday, I let Jack out to pee, and immediately when I'm calling him back over, you know, I got him on the leash, calling back over, I look at him, there's a tick crawling down his back. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I knew it was tick season. Here we
I
go.
hate
That and
ticks.
snakes. Snakes and ticks out here are real bad. Yep.
I hate ticks. I can handle snakes. It's
Snakes.
not ticks.
But it's Jack I worry about. It's not me. I don't care about snakes. But
Yeah.
he will try to attack them, and he doesn't understand that they could kill him. You know what I mean?
Oh, what kind of poisonous snakes are out there?
Oh, they get your water
Copperhead-
moccasins, your copperheads. They even
moccasins.
got rattlesnakes out here. There's all kinds of it.
Oh,
But I saw a baby copperhead on my way into town. I saw him go across the road real quick. You know how they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, we're just taking it in. But I already know because I've lived in Arkansas before, many, many moons ago. But I love it. It's just so gorgeous, guys. The dogwoods are blooming. It's amazing. It's like so pretty out here.
So, Ange, I wanted you to come and let us talk about your little run-in with the Oklahoma Police
Yes.
Department.
Yeah, we want to hear that story.
It was hilarious. Oh my God, guys.
But you have you kind of have to initially let people know what your situation like.
Okay.
Status.
So first of all, I've never had a license, right? And I don't agree with giving a hey, don't start over here. Giving a man authority over me, period. All right. So I studied law for a while, whatever, and I've never driven with like legal. Hey, go over there and do that. Sorry. But I don't like drive. I travel, right? So constitutionally. So anyways, yesterday I was going through Oklahoma, and listen, I got a ticket last time I went through Oklahoma, and that wasn't even that long ago, a couple months ago. Anyways, I get pulled over. I knew, man. I saw the cop. I'm doing 90. I already know. I was like, dang. I just didn't realize how fast I was actually going. So anyway, he pulls me over, and I'm like, great, here we go. So that's why I texted you, Michelle. Like, I'm getting pulled over. Hey, beat it, all you. Get out of here. Sorry. Anyways, cop comes over, and he walks around my car. And, you know, I got Jack in, and my car's packed down because I'm loaded down to travel up here, you know. I'm going through Oklahoma. So he walks to my passenger side window, and Jack is sitting there, and I rolled it down a couple inches, and I'm like, hey, my dog, you know, he'll try to get you. You're going to have to go around, you know. But right about that time, Jack looks over and sees him and starts trying to go through the window, right? Hey! So I'm like, oh, boy. So he comes over, and he's like, get out of your car and come to the back, okay? And I'm like, okay. So I get back there, and he's like, come sit in my car. And, hey! These guys are crazy, all right, guys? They're crazy. Anyway. They're too much. Anyway, so I get it. He goes, I need you to get in the car. And I said, get in the car. For what? You know, like I immediately balked. I didn't want to get in the car. And he's like, and he kind of started to get attitude. And he's like, so we don't get hit by traffic. And I was like, all right, you know, I'll come sit in here for a minute. Whatever. I was trying to be super nice, guys. You already know. You know what I mean? So anyways, I go get in the car. And he's like, hey, right before I open the door, you got any weapons on you? And I was like, no, man. And I go to get in the car. And he's like, what about that knife? And I'm like, oh, I forgot I had it. I was like, why? Are you afraid I'm going to kill you? And he was like, he's like, oh my God, get in the car. I'm like, okay. So we get in the car, and I started talking to him, and he's like, give me your license, your registration, and your insurance. And I was like, I don't drive with none of that. I'm constitutionally traveling, you know. And go into that, and he's just like looking at me. He goes, "Wait a minute." He goes, "You don't have a license. You don't have insurance. You don't have registration." I said, "No, I don't use none of that, you know." And he's like, "Your dog just tried to kill me." I was like, "Yeah, if you open that door, he's probably gonna try to kill you, buddy." You know, we're laughing about it for a second. He was actually kind of cool. And then he's like, "Listen," he goes, driving that fast, you were doing 91 in a 70, and that's really fast. And, this could have happened and that could have happened." He starts going on about it. And I'm like, "Yeah, but okay." I said, "Hold on a minute, man." I said, "Let's be adults about this. If, could, would, should, none of that did happen, though. You pulled me over for speeding, right? I don't go with licenses, all right?" I said, "I've never had a license in my life." So he's like, "Do you have ID?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have ID. You can look at it." So I give him that. He runs on the computer and he goes, "You lied to me." He goes, "You did have a license." And I said, "No, I did not lie to you. I've never had a license, right? It's just suspended because they gave me a license number to suspend when I got pulled over in Jersey for speeding." So he's like, he goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "Nothing you're doing is legal." And I was like, "Legal and lawful, two different things, but I am lawful, right?" I'm like, "Dude, just let me go." I got all my stuff in the car, got my dog in there. Like, I'm trying to go to Arkansas. And if you try to give me tickets or take me to jail, I'm just going to pay it and leave. I'm going to pay my bail. I'm never going to pay a ticket. I'm never going to come back here. Like, just let me go. So he's like, "You're giving me a headache, right?" He starts rubbing his head. He's like, "You're giving me a headache. I just don't need this right now." And I'm like, "Okay, well, why don't you let me go?" And he goes, "I can't watch you drive away from here." And I was like, "Well, don't." I don't watch me then. He goes, "I need a cigarette." I said, "Good, you go have a cigarette. I'm going to do the same thing." And I looked down at his name tag. I'm like, Gibson, man, thanks for being cool. Like he was actually a cool cop, but it just, dude, that's 3 times in a row. That's the 3rd time in a row. And I probably missed some of that, but yeah, 3rd time in a row I've been pulled over in the last 6 months, probably, maybe a little longer. And they didn't do anything. They just let me go, which is rare, right?
I
was like,
told
"God would be-"
Michelle. I told Michelle if that was
Praise the
me,
Lord.
they would have thrown the key away.
Dude,
They
I
would've locked me
have a
out.
record. You don't understand. I have a violent assault against the police. But then, you know what's good for me? It's not coming up on a local check because it's out of New York. And I'm like, "I'm not a criminal." He ran my record, and he was like, all he's seen is a ticket, like,
Mhm.
and probably in Houston, that's all that could come up on a traffic, But he didn't say anything. He had asked me if I went to jail or whatever. They're not pulling up my whole record, which is great. Which is great. He had asked me if I've been in jail before. I was like, "Yeah, I've been in jail before." I said, "But I'm still never getting a driver's license, and I'm never going to be doing any of that." I said, "This is piracy. You know that." And he just started rubbing his head like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah."
Girl, you got somebody watching after you.
And isn't that the first thing I said, Michelle? I called Michelle. I was like, "Man, God's got my back. I'm telling you. I just 3 times in a row. That's crazy. But I do need to
Yeah, I
stop
believe
speeding so
that.
much, dude. But it's hard. I
I
like to
take
drive fast, so."
I take red lights when no one's around because where I live, and my friend's like, "You gotta chill on that," and I'm like, "All right," but no one's around, so
Do I though? Guys, I'm still young at heart. I still love speed. I still want a motorcycle.
that's
There's
me.
things I want, right? Right now, I'd settle for a full load, though. That'd be awesome up here because there's all kinds of trails. And if not, we can make some. Seriously.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah, I mean.
Have you? Also, let me know if you need anything. I'd love to help. I'll be praying for you anyway. But anyway, no. Have you heard it? What have you heard about this whole Bob from Globebusters? Did you even know who he was?
Who, me?
Supposedly he died. Yeah.
I heard about that, but I don't know who he is. I stopped
You didn't
watching
know?
Flat Earth stuff
Okay.
years ago. Want to know why? Because it's so infiltrated.
Oh yeah.
It's so infiltrated, dude. Right from the gate, they were the ones steering the narrative, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I
remember
once I
when
got that basic.
I talked to one of those flat earther, supposedly, content creators. His name's Ben Lashenko, and I remember he told me, he said over 95%, over 95% are paid off.
You're killing me. I would say so. I would
But
say
anyway.
most of them are. Seriously, and that's why I stayed out of it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be pushing some crazy agenda on the side anyway. Like, I don't like that. It's pretty gross.
What have you
Hey,
guys
come
heard
here.
about it? What about Chuck, Michelle, Dub? What do you guys Because that's what I want to present. I have a
I
few
think
tabs
it's
open
just,
and I want to show some stuff.
I mean, after Skiba, then you got Bob. I mean, I would say those are the two poster, children or whatever you say for
Right.
the
And
movement.
Steve is brought up in this whole thing. They brought him back
Yeah.
up. His whole ordeal has been brought up. Do you notice that?
Right. Yeah, they have to resurface it so they can show that it's real.
It's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
It's
It
real.
is real. You guys
It's
need to stop. It's real.
real.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me say one thing real quick. While we were talking right before we went live, I Googled his name, Bob. Was it Noland or something? Sergio? Or
No,
No Dell. No Dell.
No Doubt.
With
Yeah,
the
No
K.
Doubt. No Doubt.
No Dell with
But
the
yeah,
K.
I Googled it and there's like literally hundreds and hundreds of hits. I just put in Bob and then put a K and it was the third or fourth one that came up. And then I scrolled 4 down and it actually said that he was a celebrity. So he is classified as a celebrity. He's been on news shows, he's been on radio shows all across the earth. I mean, he's been
Yep. You already know.
everywhere. He was bigger than Skiba.
Wow.
But
So it's just fishy.
yeah,
Fishy.
I looked into it. Just so that there might be some people that don't know who he is, know who he is. Kind of the story is he passed away, and supposedly,
Glowbusters.
yeah,
Look
his
up
name was. It
Glowbusters.
was that's
Like Ghostbusters,
yeah.
but it's Glowbusters. Yeah.
I don't know if guys know who Rob Skiba was. He supposedly was a flat earther, was a big truther out there, and died of the coronavirus in the hospital. You know, if you're
They
that much
put him
of
on
a
a ventilator, they said.
yeah, if you're that much of a truther, you probably wouldn't have went to the hospital and said you had coronavirus. And if you did, you needed to get the heck out of there.
Ain't no
He
way.
was supposedly jabbed too.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Right. So, and there was never no signs of him passing.
Hey, to me, I didn't know the guy. I'm going to say that right now, but I'm also going to say this because it's what I think. I didn't like him from the beginning, so there's that. I didn't like
there's
Skiba,
that.
and I woke up like he was already like big in the game, and I never watched him because I didn't trust him. And people were like, why don't you like him? I'm like, because I don't trust him. There's something in me telling me, and I'm gonna trust that. Because I was new. You know how it is when you just wake up, you don't know everything's a lie, so you don't know who to trust. That's how I was, and I didn't trust anybody. And RFB was one of the first ones I saw right away. He was definitely a paid shill, definitely.
But what I was going to say is that, so like you have, how they always say celebrities die, or if they die, everybody's
All the
got
time.
and everything they tell us is a lie.
Yep.
And then when you're bought and paid for, and you've sold your soul, and you're working for the other side, guess what? When it's time they say, okay, it's time for you to be out of the scene. It's time for them to go. So this is why we're questioning it. It's not because we're just like trying to be crazy or, whatever. But they never came up with anything like how he died, if he was sick, if he had long-term with cancer. They still haven't said how he passed.
Sergio, let Sergio say what he did. He tried to get information. Tell him, Sergio, about you trying to get information about it.
So what happened is that I saw a post from Alan, and I went to it, and right away I didn't believe it, but I was like, whatever, let's see what this is about. So I went to the link that led me there, and big shout out to Alan Nordstrand. Thank you for that information, man. But yeah, back to that. So I went to the post and I saw, and it's one of the tabs I do want to show, and it was very telling. It was very telling. So I said, but the thing about it, in a sense of is in symbology. It was very telling in that sense, as in, what they say in other words. What they're not telling you, I guess, the things that they want you to know,
Right.
but that they don't say,
Right.
they don't announce. Anyways,
Yeah.
I said, well, that was telling, but at the same time, they didn't give information on how it happened, or information on the memorial service. So I said, okay, let me ask really quick.
Yep.
I'll show you guys. I have that information too. I took a screenshot just in case they deleted it, and they did. it's not there anymore. You can look for it yourself.
I got a pretty
I
good
tried to
idea.
look and it wasn't there.
I sent it to I sent it to Michelle, to Chuck, to Brian. I sent it to. Maybe that's it.
I immediately went and looked myself too.
I
If you
checked
want,
on my backup channel. Yeah.
if you want a screen share,
Okay.
Sergio, we can do that.
What were you going to say, Dub? Weren't you going to say something, Dub?
Oh, don't know. Maybe.
Hi, Dub.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Real happy, but tired.
Up in the pretty country now.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
man. It's beautiful, guys. I'm making some videos, but it's going to take me a while to upload down there. So
You know what your elevation
And-
is?
I don't exactly.
Angie, I have you a couple surprises in your little care package.
I'm excited. I'm
I
excited.
told Michelle and Sergio, you guys don't tell her. I wanted to surprise her with that one.
Oh, come on.
We got
That's rude. That's
Yeah, you
rude to
have to
say
wait.
I got a secret.
nanny boo.
Oh, y'all. All right. I see how it is.
Okay, we are screen sharing. Sure, yep.
Yes.
Yeah. No. You're gonna like it. All right, so 7 minutes. I'll play it. Let me know what you guys think. But here's what I saw first, and let's just play. I reached out to Karen B on Instagram. I called her a Freemasonic witch, and she blocked me. But I'll show you why. Huge, all actors.
Hey, let me say something real quick, Serge. If I'm not mistaken, Bob was ex-FBI or law enforcement. Any of you guys know about that?
I heard something about that. I can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was FBI.
I didn't know that. We don't need the music.
See.
Yeah, we can definitely talk. We don't need the music, but on this one, and Robert is 33. Numerology. Then you got him with ODD. You got this guy doing the the enlightenment thing, whatever it's called. I went back 5 seconds. All right, it's not playing. This guy here.
Yeah, that's the how do you call that? The boot. It's an enlightenment. I can't remember how you say it.
Black and white. You got the who was that? Patricia. Anyway, who cares? So they're all here. You got your double C, your double F. Bible says this fighter. Yeah, it does. Doesn't mean you believe in God, Jesus for your salvation, though.
Right.
You got all these people here. The usual gang. Always together, doing his his ex.
Serge, can I say something real
I'm
quick?
inviting it, and then you got this clown. Yeah.
You need to plug in your headphones and unplug them and plug them back in. They're staticky.
Is that better?
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you-
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yeah, they're real
Okay.
staticky. Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, you know what? Let me know if they get better. I mean, if it's really bad.
Okay.
Sounds fine on my end, but
It wasn't on
I can't
mine.
hear it.
okay.
Okay. Sorry. Because science, but so sorry. Sorry, guys. Second. So this is just like a quick put together, right? To me, this is telling you who's all together, who's part of their little club. So
Mhm.
whoever you see right here, they
That's
know.
Robbie
They know what's up.
Davison from Celebrate Truth. Yeah, Rob Skiba. And
Yeah.
big names.
Big names only. Only.
Hmm
They only take pictures with each
He
other.
looks
I mean,
like
of
an
course, you're gonna.
ex-law enforcement.
Yeah, I was telling someone. I said, looks like he carries a badge around.
Yeah, he does.
There's what's his name? This guy, yeah, I didn't like him either. I followed him. I followed maybe a handful of these people really quick, and one by one just kept dropping off. Just as something about him, I didn't like it.
Yep. CIA.
Whenever they release truth, they gotta control. They gotta control it. Always.
Hmm The usual. So the usual
There's the
people
witch.
that you all see together. This dude, you know, and it's not the people. It's more what they do is what really pisses me off.
I bet
Because the
they're all
person
part of a
can change.
lodge. Probably all part of a
Yeah, I think
lodge or
they
something
are.
like that.
I legit believe they are. Legit believe they are.
Yeah.
This is all premeditated. This is all preponderance.
There's the flat Earth guy.
All of them. Like I'm telling you, they're showing, hey, we're all together. We're cool about it. So this is right here where I live. Yeah, this is out here
Yeah.
in
What, Michelle?
I said music guru.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
And they prop each other up all the time.
hmm
But I'm gonna have to drop out of the live, but I'll be in the chat, guys, because I'm gonna lose signal. I think it's gonna rain or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love
good.
you guys though.
Love
Glad
you
you
too.
stopped by.
All right.
Yeah. Be safe.
All right, Andrew. No, he looks like a cop. He looks like a cop.
He does. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can Google search that while you guys are talking.
That's Masonic too, right there.
Yep.
I didn't know Paul on the plane was a part of their club. That sucks. Okay, well, there's that.
He was a DEA, drug enforcement.
Ah,
This is law enforcement. I saw something. I'm trying to look for something else.
Find anything juicy, please put it in the link. Not just Chuck, but anyone. Anyone listening, panel, friends, family.
There's some sex abuse, murder, or some trial. It's the same last name, but I don't think it was in Fargo back in 2015. Be curious to see if there's any relationship there. There's so many hits on this guy. Like we were talking about earlier, if something happened to one of us, you'd never find anything.
All these pictures
Well-
are them. You don't see anyone else hanging out with them. You don't see, like, even when they're out there doing their tests, you don't see anybody. Look at, you don't see anyone else in the restaurant. You don't see. Okay, but you still see these same people. I don't know who they are, but you keep seeing the same people. No one's around. No one's around.
Yep.
That's the baby. Kerr baby. Freemason. They're all plugged in. They're all plugged in.
Mr. Wax.
They're all together. I look like a chick. Look at that.
All of them are. Yeah.
Wow.
There's dearth.
Yep, Mr. Wax.
It's a club. We're literally friends. Hold on, my neighbors are on this road.
What you want to bet Ben is there. We just don't know what his face looks like.
He's there. That guy loves way too much attention to not be there, or he legit is not invited, and that's why he's so uptight about them. One or the other, though. But that's what I thought too, Chuck. I was like, he loves too much. He loves attention to not be there. Why wouldn't he be there?
Mm-hmm.
And then to have that whole duality of saying how much he hates it and how Freemasonic it is, but still being in the picture somewhere, he loved that. Anyway, like a deceiver, not just him. Any deceiver would they would get so much pleasure out of that. Okay, so here's that one. That's for them, right? That's the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh, almost. Fish. Yeah. Very fishy. Upside down. Yeah, we know. Okay, so there's that one. So I saw that, right? And I was like, okay, well, what else is out there then? Yeah. And very interesting. Look who else decided to make it. I'm going to mute myself because he's working on his truck. But who else decided to make the video? It was McTeam. Now, you said those were all the flat earthers, right? Now, these are the ballers. Really interesting. Really interesting. Check it out. And we can still hear me because I want to mute myself.
I hear you.
No sound.
You know what to say? I just wanted to send my best wishes.
I recently found out that Bob Nodell from Globebusters passed away. So I asked a few friends if they wanted to say something.
I don't really know what to say. I just wanted to send my best wishes and condolences out to the family of Bob Nodell. Far too young to go. Rest in peace, pal.
I was extremely saddened by the news of Bob Nodell's passing. It's always sad when someone
He's a big Glober shill.
I just want to give my sincere condolences to the family of Bob Nodell, and hope that you have happy memories.
Hey, Sergio, pause it real quick.
Within you. Rest in peace, Bob.
Hey, you know how they try to lump us into like the Flat Earth Society? That guy that was just on, his name's Craig. He's part of the Fight the Flat Earth Society. You see, they have an opposing sides. You know, well, we all know that nobody believes what the Flat Earth Society believes. Nobody believes that. And but this guy right here, like I said, he's with Fight the Flat Earth. That's another, opposing side that they put in there.
Yeah.
Craig.
Hey, also, I just saw someone in here, Beck from Oz. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for stopping by, Miss Beck.
Hey, Beck. Good to see you in here. You asked the question, who's Martin Leidick? I don't know who that is.
Oh, Martin Liedtke.
Beck, so.
His name is Martin Liedtke.
Who is that, Liedtke?
He's another shill. His name is Flat Earth British. He has blasphemed Lord Jesus and God's word. It's terrible. This is back when I was cool with Ben Lashenko, Russian Vids.
Mm-hmm.
I sent him some of these clips. He said, send me a timestamp. And I sent him maybe like 10, 11. And yeah, they're pretty gross. I'll do it on him one day on Flat Earth British because he's huge. And he puts a lot of good information out there. But
I see that. Jeff Payman put that down.
Yeah, he mocks a lot. But anyway, back to this. This is McToon, and well, not McToon. This is Craig McNeil. McToon was the first guy in the front right here. This is McToon. He McToon MC Tune is 33 Tune, so it's like a character, you know, Freemason character, a Freemason artist. So, but yeah, I just wanted to go to that. So let's see where were we at. We were right. Then you got McKeegan. All right. Let's keep going.
And hope that you have happy memories that can allow Bob to live on within you. Rest in peace, Bob.
I didn't get the opportunity to have any interactions with Bob, nor did I really get to see that much of his work either. But from the limited amounts that I had seen, one thing.
Yeah, he died, so I have to hurry up and really quick and make this HD production for you.
Man, the more you play, the more this is totally staged. Totally staged.
But yeah, I don't want to interrupt too much.
I agree. I agree so much that, you know, it's all a production. They already, you know how long it would take to put all this together from all these people? It would take a month to get everybody's, you know, testimony in so that they could put it all in one video. It wouldn't take a day. There's no way.
Right.
No way.
Good point.
It's like they always pre-stage, you know, like when there's a mass shooting or somebody dies, they always pre-stage it. And they already have all the videos already ready to go, and they've already filmed them all, and so that they're all ready to go. So as soon as the event happens, boom, there it is, and that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I digress.
You ought to pull up a video of Skiba of the same thing they did for him and see if we can find some similarities to it.
For sure.
But you could skip through all this, but it's just like, you know, all these people.
Well, I'll leave it on mute. You don't really need to watch, but you could just see the names, and they're all basically saying the same thing. Like, thanks, Bob. You know, you proved that the Earth has a 15-degree rotation.
51. No trespass.
Yeah. 15-degree per hour rotation. Thanks, Bob. They all say thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob. They keep saying thanks, Bob. I can play it.
These are all blowers.
Every single one.
There's
yeah.
both. There's both in there.
There's both.
Yeah, every single one's a baller. This is what's his name? Brian's favorite, Red Rhetoric, or whatever. I don't know what this guy's name is actually. But here's another one.
Look at that symbol. It's like kind of like a 6-6.
Yeah, almost all, and then up here too, the honeycomb, the 6-6 honeycomb. They all like to show this. So you got, I don't know how many, like 4 already that have given their testimony. I don't know who else we should listen.
So I just want to let everybody know real quick, you just keep playing, is that any links that are put in the chat, we're just going to have to hold off until maybe after the presentation's done, just because we already kind of, you know, Sergio already had like his links tabbed and everything. So don't think that we're ignoring you or anything, James or Danny or anybody else. You know, because, you know, when you kind of already have a show already set up, it's a little bit hard to start grabbing links in the middle of it. So don't give up. But after we get done with the presentation, we can go ahead and look at them again. Okay. Thank you.
Check this out. How awesome their setup is. You probably can't see it all right now. I can't see it all. I'm outside, but it's just pretty awesome. Some high-tech quality stuff, man. Hey, where's that gyroscope too? Anyways, let's keep playing.
That's what these guys do full time. You know, I mean, they don't work like I have to work to pay my bills. These guys, they're bankrolled. You know what I mean? Big time.
Oh yeah, they've got studios, they've got cameras, they've got mics, they've got a whole production going on.
Production teams.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's the next one. Let's see.
And you know, think about it. They basically all came out of nowhere. They're just like popped in and they're all ready to rock and roll.
Dude, all these guys are saying how they, they're giving their condolences, and they're all talking about the globe. When this guy's a flat earther, it's like you can't just put it to the side for just one video. You have to still keep pushing it.
There are no grassroots movements like people like to say. Nothing's organic.
Right. So here's another one. I don't even know who this guy is, but he gives his testimony. Puts it together really quick. Let's see who else we got.
Hope that you can find peace. That's the trouble with God. And as for Bob, there's only one.
You can turn it up if you want.
Thanks, Bob.
And I just want to say that I just heard the news about Bob.
This guy's a joke. I tried talking to him, but supposedly next time he's out here, we're supposed to meet up, and he's going to let me look at his camera, and he's going to show me the ISS, and he's going to show me satellites through his telescope. I was like, all right, man. All right, let's see.
Sure, pal.
Cammy and his other relatives.
Look at his rockets behind him.
It's too soon.
He's an actor.
Jaron, Austin, Zach, Hiru, Karen B, Mark, and others. I can't name. I don't know.
What a bad actor. That's terrible.
It's sad for you, Bob. Bob was a great leader.
Yeah,
Everybody needs
get the crocodile tears.
And Bob provided that. Bob was a leader in your community.
He was a leader.
Bob, if we meet again on the other side, let's get together and we'll have some pints. I don't like beer, so I'll have a pint of Irish cream. And we can watch from above. We can watch the Earth rotate. You know how fast it moves. And I'm sure you'll look over and you'll say that it looks flat to you. But you'll say it with a wink.
So I'm currently in the USA, just north of Denver in Colorado.
Currently in the USA, north of Denver in Colorado. But guess where Bob's from? He's in the USA, north of Denver in Colorado. That's where Bob's from. And Wolfie so happens to be there. Guess where Wolfie's from? Well, he's from Europe. I believe he's from Europe, or at least from down under. One of those, I forgot exactly where. But he's not from the United States. And that's why he said, I'm currently in the United States. It's like, yeah. So what are you doing there then in his town? On the week that he dies, you just so happen to be there. Yeah.
Does anybody know how he supposedly died?
We'll get there, but
okay, sorry.
I'm asking. I've been asking. You know what? But let's just finish this. We're almost done.
And there you can see snow on the top of the Rocky Mountains. It's a beautiful day here. Unfortunately, I just heard some bad news from MC Toon that Bob Nodell has recently passed away. As some of you may know, Bob used to live in Denver. I know we didn't always see eye to eye, and there was often rivalry online, but at the end of the day, we don't wish anybody any harm. So I'd just like to pass on my deepest condolences to the family. Sorry for your loss.
Although sometimes we are on different sides.
Oh, look at that guy.
That's right, Chuck. They got Simon there.
All part of it. Yeah.
Can you believe it? Dude, so they are all part. Those guys right here making the video together are in the same club. The guys making the video in the previous, they're in the same club. So
you know what comes to mind? WWE wrestling.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
It does.
That Bob Nodell Globebusters lost his life. Never easy. Condolences to his friends and his family. Bob, it was an absolute pleasure jousting with you.
I was telling someone earlier, I said, I think Michelle, I was like, I'm going to stop right there. I said, do you ever just meet someone and just by their face, you could tell that this guy's, you just can't trust him. You just cannot trust them. They're like they have that salesman vibe going on to them, where they'd throw their own mom under the bus type of attitude, right?
Looks like a cop. Still looks like a
Too
cop to me.
slick. Yeah, he looks like a
Mhm.
cop. Simon Dan is who I was referring to right now, but yeah, this one looks like a cop. And then that word right there, move my cruiser, word preponderance. Very interesting word that they chose to use. Let me try to get that out of the way. Preponderance.
If you pull up Simon Dan, he has over 1 million views on his videos.
I want you guys
I
to
mean,
put in
come
the.
on, give me a break. 1
Yeah,
million views.
no way. Yeah, I want you to put in the comments. What do you believe? What does this mean to you? Preponderance of evil. And let me go back again so we can see it. The preponderance of evil evidence says. The preponderance of evidence says that Bob will be greatly missed. At the bottom, I need to stop doing that. At the bottom. Okay? What does that mean to you? The preponderance of evidence says that Bob will be greatly missed. I want to hear what everyone says in the words, how they interpret it, how they perceive it. So I looked it up. And found this. Bob Nodell, Busters host, has died. The family mourns his death. His he says those are top words.
Exit stage left. He's done his job. Which one of you
His
guys said
job.
that? Was it Michelle? Yeah, they're done with him now.
Then we got. Go ahead, please, Michelle.
No,
it's a very short article.
It's well, that's the same article that Jaron had posted everywhere. I saw this article everywhere when I looked it up. They all go out and say they're going to have the memorial online April 16. I saw this everywhere online.
This is all you got? This one memorial packed with ads that I had to make sure that wasn't going to give us a virus during the live stream?
I had. Let me just say this real quick.
I'm going to read it after you're done.
He had 72,000 subscribers. Okay? He had 72,000 subscribers. There's 320-something million people in the United States. And they're acting like this guy had 72 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is suspect. It's very suspect.
All the people he's connected to have hundreds. So like Robbie Davidson has over 100,000 subscribers. Simon Dan has over 1 million views. I mean, they're all, you know what I mean? And who knows about the numbers?
I'm just saying that everything, the postings, the pictures, the videos, you know, like I said, Globers, non-Globers, whatever, it would take a month to get all those testimonies together to put on one video, not one day. One day. Not everybody's going to just be rushing into the sky and say, okay, I just can't see that happening.
Almost seemed like it was all planned out before it happened.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like it was prepondered.
That's kind of what it looks like to me. I don't know for sure. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it stinks when you're trying to sift through the information. The information stinks. Is what I'm saying. But let's keep on.
We did DuckDuckGo on his name this morning, just his name. We didn't say did he die, his obituary, nothing. We just did his name on DuckDuckGo, and when I put his name in, I put Robert. Yep. And watch. He's down here. I don't know what this one up here. Chief of Staff Robert. I don't know what that is. But if you scroll down a little bit more, I mean, he comes up at 300 million people in this country, and this guy pops up, no problem. No problem.
It's even more so on Google, Michelle, probably.
Well, yeah, but we just went to. The reason why I said DuckDuckGo because they had several pictures of them. They had it was crazy.
Hey, one more thing I want to add too, real quick,
He was the
is
first
that
on the list. They've changed it since then. They're listening.
yeah. But I know Sergio was. We've been attacked by so-called truthers saying that, what is wrong with you people? Do you guys need to see a corpse anytime somebody dies? See, they don't get it. They don't. We're trying to prove all things. You know what I mean? Anytime you get triggered about questioning the narrative, then you're brainwashed. You know, you might as well just forget about truth because you're not in it. I mean, if you are triggered and get offended when somebody wants to search something out, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Oh yeah. So let's just read it really quick. So let's see what they say. April 9th, today.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Nodell death. It says the family members mourn the death of Robert Nodell, who passed away recently. His cause of death was not released by the family members, but the obituary and the funeral arrangement has been released. He was a wonderful man who treated everyone around him with kindness at all times. He was a Goldbusters host before he passed away, and the other team shared how impactful his life was. Bob Nodell passed
You
away.
missed the first one, Sergio. At first it said a popular conspiracy theorist. They called him a conspiracy theory. So in other words, flat Earth is only a theory. So, but go ahead.
Mhm. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so he passed away. Passed away. Now on the Sunday. Oh, here's the memorial. On the Sunday, April 16th, 2023, at the usual time, Goldbusters, which is 12 p.m. Pacific time, are going to be having an online celebration of Bob's life.
This is the same thing they have on their page. This is the same thing that Jaron has on his GoFraud.me account. Of course, they have a GoFraud.me account going for him. Last I looked, it was almost 6,000. But yeah, same wording, same thing that they've had on his Globebusters. This is the same wording and the same thing Jaron had put on his GoFraud.me account.
Yeah,
Just letting you know. Sorry.
we'll probably link that one too because I haven't seen that one yet. Let's see. So it says an event of a similar nature to a reunion with former Globebusters and many other people getting together to recall and celebrate the many positive occasions we've. So this is basically, yeah, a copy and paste. We've shared together over the years, as well as Bob's many contributions to each of our lives. When it comes to Globebusters, things just will not be the same now that their host is dead. The entire community, together with the family members and friends, mourn the death of Robert Bob Nodell, and they keep lowercasing his last name. The communities that mourn Robert's death include Flat Earth and Globe Earth communities. Why? It says, he was a wonderful man who showed tremendous consideration at all times and had a genuine concern for the well-being of the neighborhood. Jaron Campanella posted about Globusters that there will be no show this Easter Sunday today. Enjoy your holiday and remember to hug your family members. We will return the 16th with the memorial that will be of it because they got to prepare. With the memorial that will be available on my channel or the Globebusters channel. We hope to see many of you there. Jaron Campanella also posted that Cammy, that person is doing as well as can be expected, and just asks that you give her some time, as her phone is already ringing like crazy, and she feels bad not being able to answer. Perhaps a message on Facebook might be better. Thanks to everyone who shares this message and the GoFundMe campaign post, as it will be out soon. For sure, it will be. Show me the money, baby. So Robert Bob Nodell obituary arrangements will be released by family members. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. So I was like, okay. So then what I did is I posted this.
Hey, I would love to see how much money they raise on that GoFundMe account.
Yeah, me too.
Really quick, I make this
They're at
video
6,000 right now.
just because, like Michelle said, it's better than a post. So there's that. So yeah, we're in the truth community. You've obviously heard the news. Bob Nodell has recently died. I went on his page to ask how exactly this happened. Where I asked two questions. I said, where can we find out more information? And two, how do we view the memorial service that's posted on the RIP video that I'll link in the pinned comment in the description. So I'm reaching out to anyone who hears this, watches this. Can you please submit more information where we can all come together and reason, where we find documentation, where we can reason and come together against. Look into it. Prove all things. We need to make sure that this is real. Skiba, now Bob, it's just not adding up. Just out of nowhere, and I asked for the information on this video, and they blocked me. I didn't say anything rude or anything like that. So, on this video, what I mean.
So yeah, so that's I asked for the information.
Okay.
And basically it was a short video. And check out 167 comments, and this was posted 1 day ago with 1.3K, 1308 views. Probably the highest video I've ever made. I don't even think I have that many on the other channel, on my main channel. This is my backup with only 99 subs. Crazy stuff. I want to see a little bit of it. Some of the stuff that people are writing.
You got trolled big time.
Yeah. I mean, even by friends that I know, like this one right here. I wouldn't say friends, but like, like friendly acquaintances, like Rachie. That's how you pronounce her name. Really sweet, nice person. Like, why do you need documentation? Let him RIP. And oops. And they're deleting my comments. I commented to her. So some comments are getting deleted. But anyway, it's fine. Some people are really gross too, even though like no one can prove if he's dead or not. They're leaving really crazy comments, like they're glad he died. You guys don't just think that something like flat earth thing is proved organically, okay, whatever. Bob was tragically killed in a motorcycle accident. He died in the hospital. Well, I got someone saying otherwise. This person said this straight up. What? Commented to you. I asked her for the link. What the crap? Anyways, I think I'm on some kind of suspension or something. They don't let me leave comments because I'm on a strike. Does anyone know about that? Anyways, that's crazy. I don't know, but I know they delete comments. But anyway, this person said that his wife said he passed away due to an enlarged heart. Someone on the Morgiles channel said he had been bedridden for months and that they went to see him a few weeks ago. He had swollen legs and severe I think it's edema, probably to do with the enlarged heart. RIP Bob. This person is, I don't know. Go to Conspiracy News Guru. Why isn't... You see, I replied to her. I said, do you have the link, please, Mary? And you don't see it here. That's really interesting. Anyway, so YouTube's doing some funny stuff. I made a video about this. Does it really matter? 9% of YouTubers. Michelle's right here. Is this meant to be a joke? You want to prove You want to prove someone's passing? Wait for an orbit and don't be disappointed. So Michelle says, suspect to me also. Cannot find anything. So it goes on and on like this. This person, what a sick video. Your disrespect towards Bob Nodell loved ones. It's crass and despicable. you people never see. So it amazed me as you crawl lower and lower down your gutters. Like, it's like, what do you? Okay, but the same person says that they have information, and I said, so you decided to spam almost every single reply. However, you don't put the link. You don't put the link. This person put the link to the video we already watched. I think that was the only link that I got. Yeah, so it is my first account that's banned right now from leaving comments. This is my third account.
What a jerk. Look how he has 7 likes on that video.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know, I'm pretty proud of the community to show this kind of respect. The guy in the video, the guys in the video are well known for debunkers. Even
There was
though
nothing disrespectful that you said in that video. Seriously.
no. So sad. Hear this. R.I.P. Bob. People just, bro, your critical thinking is very disrespectful towards him and his family. So you got 16 replies. A lot of people agreed with this one. Just crazy.
Well,
See?
like I told you, your video went viral because they have it on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that until you told me. So I told this person that had been spamming. I said, sweet, you know, because they said people died. And conspiracy theories, then when a wife, a family member, and friends are grieved as the prayers. They said something right here. All right. Pablo Vidal was born in 1960, making him 62 or 63. In an earlier video yesterday announcing his death, a poster stated it was a motorcycle accident. There is nothing wrong with asking how someone died, but it is very wrong, sick, and disrespectful to invent conspiracy theories, to demand proof, to act like a jerk, like the guy who made this video. So he's talking about me. So I responded. I said, okay, so you got all this proof. Sweet. It should be no problem for you to post this information, right? Well, they said, if my family died, if someone in my family died, I would be devastated and in shock. I might release a brief statement saying they died. That's it. Certainly won't release details. It's nobody's business. Yeah, so anyways, who cares? So I don't know if I wrote back on this one. Okay, they didn't show it. So he said if someone died, you'd be devastated and in shock. Well, I said, yeah, I understand, but a lot of his friends and family members seem to be doing pretty well. They're not pretty well off. They're taking it pretty well. And I could prove to you. Here's the last part of it, is the ask me Jeranism, anything. What this guy says. Okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, I have stuff. I have it.
Good, great.
You holding up okay?
Yeah.
Jaron's another dirtbag.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, sorry about your stream there, but I was thinking, man, and you may call me a conspiracy theorist.
Go ahead.
But I swear I heard once before where an individual could be targeted based off their DNA, like a weapon or
a
medicine against a single person.
I've heard that too.
I'm just thinking, man, we're losing a lot of great men, you know, like Rob and Bob and the original RV, the good one before he got replaced.
You heard him? Really interesting. That I thought that was pretty interesting that he said that. But anyway, let's keep going.
I don't like to go down that road because that road I think ends and we're not doing this anymore. So, that's the part I don't like to succumb to fear. But who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I think with Bob, he wasn't feeling well, and he just didn't want some people to know, didn't want me to know, didn't want other people to know, and so he just kind of kept it to himself, and things kept getting worse, and he didn't really take any steps that he could have or should have or whatever. But it was.
Sharon definitely has a double agenda here, and I'll say it afterwards. But I want you guys to think about what do you think the double agenda is? Obviously, it's improving it, not proving, but providing the details of Bob's quote unquote death and what led up to it and afterwards. It has to do with Bob's death, right? Surrounding that. But there's also another one that he's planting here. I want you guys to see if you recognize it, and I'll present it afterwards. But let's keep going. And I have at least 10 different spots of where I marked it off. I listened to 30 minutes of this 2.5 hour live stream. Only 30 minutes. I couldn't do any longer than that. So if there's more here, which I'm pretty sure there is, it being this long, there's Easter eggs here. Especially for those that listen to the entire thing, they'll leave stuff for you. I couldn't do it. 30 minutes was enough. Plenty. Let's keep going.
Because he thought he could do it on his own, and guys are proud, right? We're proud. We don't like to be asked for help. And when you put yourself in a position like we're in, to where you come across, and you don't even mean to, but we might come across as some sort of an authority, so to be somebody who says, "Oh yeah, I'm against doctors. I'm against this. I'm against that," and then end up having to go to the doctor or go get put in the hospital, I think that looks bad, or they think it looks bad to them, right? So I could see that happening. I mean, I go against doctors all the time, right? So imagine if I all of a sudden said, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to go into the hospital." A lot of people would be like, "What? You told?" So I think that's kind of where it was, and he kept trying to get better on his own, and he wasn't really telling me or anybody how bad it was. And by the time we realized, it was too late. So,
well, even when you're not proud, like Rob, and you actually go in with the pill.
So that was the first one. Okay, now he's moving on to the second one. They have a script. You'll even hear a paper. But anyway, you can tell, and he'll even say, and also going forward or moving on. It's all planned. It's all scripted. So here's the second part.
Right, exactly. And people tried to stop him, and he just said, "No, I have pneumonia. I got to go in. That's what I do."
Rob Skiba.
What do you do when you have pneumonia? So yeah, and this is part of the problem. But Bob didn't go to doctors for long before COVID. He never went to a doctor, at least as far as talking to Cammy. I don't think he ever went. As far as she's known him.
I don't like them. I think they're liars.
Right. So but here's the thing: is it's sometimes.
Here's the third one.
So this is the great thing about this community. But let's say you didn't have this community. Even then, you should get to a point where you realize
hit somebody up.
Well, you can just say, "Oh yeah, you're not." If you're getting worse, then you gotta be able to recognize that what you're doing isn't working, right? And it's not a bad thing. I mean, I think this is the thing. It's a very proud thing when you think, "I can fix this myself. I can fix this myself." But if you see it getting worse,
was he not at the summit listening to David Avocado and Dr. Amanda?
I don't think he was even at the summit. I don't remember.
Actors.
No, I gave him the link. Because he wanted to watch Zach's thing. Yeah, and I think he was taking those steps, but I'm saying, I don't think he was really getting the right combination or whatever it is that would fix it. So, and it seems like an untreated, like diabetes or something like that. I don't want to make that claim because we'll find out when the toxicology comes back, but that wouldn't surprise me.
Here's the next one coming up.
And so something like that, if you don't go to the doctor.
Best care of myself. So
right.
I'm
well,
with you. We need to do something.
Me too. Yesterday I did a little jog and lifted weights because I just said,
they're just now talking about his friend's death, right? And they don't know what happened. Now they're talking about their own physique. And not only talking about it, it's funny. Watch.
Hey, Sergio, real quick before you start.
Yeah.
How many, when you shared that your video, how many comments did you say you had?
Oh man, I exited off. All right, I'll check really quick on my cell phone. It's right next to me.
Well, just I mean, you don't have to. Just over 100.
It was
right?
like 13. Oh, on the comments.
Yeah.
Comments. Yeah, like 150.
Okay, I shared your exact video. I mirrored it and got one comment. So how does that work with the algorithms? I mean, think about it. I mirrored your video and got one comment. So YouTube's controlling, the algorithms and who sees what,
Well,
because that makes no sense.
I only got
167.
Yeah, see what I'm saying, Michelle? That's my whole point.
I mirrored it too, and I only got 3.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, just checked 167
makes
comments
no sense.
so far.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
In one day, 1,300 views.
1,300 views.
Not a lot of likes. I didn't see the likes. Don't really care about that. But anyway. But yeah, listen to him. You just talked about his friend, right? He just gave you a good 4-minute introduction on how sad it is and this and that and this and that and this and that. And then listen to what he says.
With you, we need to do something.
Me too. Yesterday I did a little jog and because I just said,
"Shut up."
You got to do something, because if I look in the mirror and I'm not totally pleased, there's probably a reason. And I'm not totally pleased. Halfway pleased, but not totally.
So here's the next one.
And let me ask you, what do you think of this treehouse?
Okay, yeah, retarded. 525 to 551. They're talking about a treehouse that's behind him. Just totally went talking about something irrelevant. I don't know why, but anyways, it goes back to the conversation now for a little bit.
Man, Cammy, we're all with you. This is rough. I was hoping it was April 1st when I saw your message on Telegram. I'm like, that can't be true.
I didn't think it was just,
I thought he was getting better. Whatever was going on, I thought he was getting better. Like,
I felt so
this is
bad
just
for
so
Cammy, because
surprising.
Cammy told me that when she sent the message on Skype that I read, my response was, "Are you kidding?" And she said at that moment, she's like, "Oh my gosh, we got to get all the death certificates because Jaron already thinks that I'm kidding."
Really? Well, his girlfriend or wife is calling. Well, not only this, the Bob or Robert is going to some kind of, he stopped breathing. I guess he's having trouble breathing, or he stopped breathing. They say it later on, if he hadn't said it already. Sorry.
But who would say that? Because Jaron thinks
Right.
I have to get all the death certificates ready.
Right.
That's
Not only would they
nasty.
call, exactly,
That's
Michelle.
crazy.
Not only would they call, then they talk about that.
That's so
Exactly.
dumb.
Who would say that?
No one.
When we're going to get the death certificates ready,
I think I'm joking. I'm going to go get them
Jaron
ready.
Jaron already doesn't believe, so I got to get them ready.
That's so dumb.
How do you have a death certificate ready already if he hadn't died yet? But anyway, let's keep going. Stupid.
I was like, "No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't really mean."
It's funny too.
That just was my first response. I was like, "What? Wait, hold on, what?" Because it was with a matter of minutes. I saw a message saying we're taking him to the hospital because he's not breathing. And I was like, "What?" And then the next was a couple minutes after that, he passed. I was like, "Unbelievable." So
That's it. Unbelievable.
I talked to him about a week or two ago and asked him, because we were kind of starting to get a little concerned with the fact that he asked me to take over the channel in like November, and
A couple weeks.
I thought it was going to be a couple weeks, and then it turned into a month, and it turned into 2 months, and then he even said a couple times he was coming back. So okay, he's getting better, right? And he just told us he wasn't feeling well and he was a little depressed, and so it's like, okay, we wanted to give him that time off. I've always told him, Bob, you ever need time off, please tell me. I don't want you to get bogged down with this stuff, or I feel a little bit responsible for him being in this movement anyway. So, what are you going to do? It's a sad situation. But it just reminds us to, if you ever are under your own care.
And I skipped forward because he did a side talk with himself for about 10 seconds. Or no, sorry, about 10, a minute and 10 seconds.
You're not getting better. And I really suggest you talk to somebody. If you don't want doctors, then reach out to me or Rose. Rose would be great. Rose 777.
Yeah.
There's enough people that will get you.
Do you have a wife?
There's Rose 777. She's part of it too. They're all in on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a wife?
Yeah, he was married, I believe. That's
Okay,
right.
so did he just set on the on the side why he's dying? Come on now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more timestamps. Let's keep going.
You at least moving in the right direction, and and you just have to suck it up sometimes. We're not all. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So even if you think you're in a position of power, you're a position of authority or whatever, I would much rather Bob have said to everybody, "Hey, I'm not feeling well. I'm going to go into this or do this," and then him still be here, than to him have been tough guy, and now he's not here. So, but again, hindsight's 20/20. I'm sure if he knew that this was the inevitable end, he probably wouldn't have done this. But
here's the next one.
Yeah. Well, there's some huge shoes that we're going to have to try and fill because he was.
Those are big shoes.
Man. But we should do it for him because.
Yeah, his thing was.
Everybody.
Yeah, his thing was too. I mean, he had every intent. I mean, he wanted this to. He would want us to keep going and go harder, and really make a change. He wants us to change the world. So that was why he was involved in this. That's why the community came first. That's why he got upset at me when I would do things that he saw as being a little bit more selfish. And he's right.
That dog is in the caller's background, not my background. And that caller sounds like Witsit. What do you guys think? But anyway.
I mean, for me to say something, I want to say this because it's what I feel, it's what I think. And even if it damages the community, that is selfish. So he's got a point. And then
here's the next one.
The other communities or the other flat earthers that went against him, it just broke his heart because he's a good guy.
Yeah, sure it did.
He never tried to hurt anybody, do anything bad to anybody, and then he got ganged up on and just for saying this is what he believes. So that's upsetting because again, it didn't matter. We should still have Nathan Oakley and those guys. We should still be recommending that show and you should still be ripping Globers apart and we should still be working together as they can have their show. We have our show. No big deal. If we believe one thing
and here's the last one.
Hey,
no, sorry,
real quick, Sergio.
Yeah.
Let me say one thing. Does this not look Globers or flat earthers kind of like Democrat, Republican? you see the connection there?
Seriously.
I mean, yeah, really.
And he loves his orange. All right, here's two more. Here's one more.
Maybe Bob laughed himself to death watching the Jaron and chat provide.
Sorry, let's go back 5 seconds. Okay.
Maybe Bob laughed. Flat Sabbath says, not a question. I was just thinking. Maybe Bob laughed himself to death watching the Jaron and chat provide commentary for NASA and Roscosmos. Sorry.
Yeah, it was Flat Sabbath that said that. I guess he was here last time, I believe, and I've seen him often. But whatever comment is inputted by whomever it's inputted by, Jaron thought that was pretty funny that Bob laughed himself to death. Now this just happened 2 days ago. He's laughing all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious, man. Cool. Let's keep going. I got one more after that. This one goes to 1717.
Sorry for last day strong, but maybe that is true. Maybe it was just too funny for me. It was great. It was a great show. What night was
1747? Here's the last one.
But just as a thing about Bob, don't let anybody tell you things unless you talk to me or Zach or somebody that's close to it before you start repeating things. Like I've already heard somebody say he fell off his motorcycle. Well, the thing is, he has not rode his motorcycle in like 4 years. So that's how off just people are just going to say shit. So when you hear that, before you go and say, "Oh, I think he died because he fell off his motorcycle," just ask one of us so we can tell you, "No, he hasn't rode his motorcycle in 4 years."
So we can lie to you.
Just there are all kinds of things. I've heard he took the jab. Ridiculous. So before you go repeat things, just ask. Okay,
and that was enough
for
for that.
Arrogant, man.
And I listened to all the way to about 30, 31 minutes. Who knows, 30 plus. I don't know, man. I should have listened to 33, honestly. He would have probably gave a little nugget. But I couldn't. It was enough of this. And I was like, because the whole time he's not talking about Bob either. I'm sifting through it, right? He's talking about flat earth. He's talking about debates. He's talking about this, talking about that. So, yeah. But I'm going to take a break from presenting. Thank you, Michelle, for allowing me to. Really appreciate every time. For the opportunity. Thank you, guys. Take a break. I'm going to take a break, get some water. I'm right here, though.
Get some water.
Hey, Cormac Wilkie said the Globocrats and the Flaticans.
Yeah, so what do you guys think so far? What do you guys think in the chat?
I think no one in that video that nothing that you were playing, none of them seemed very saddened or upset or anything. It's more kind of joke cracking.
Well, that's what I told in the comments. If you go back and read, I'll go back there too, or if someone wants to link it, either way. Mr. Dub, really quick. If you go back there and read these comments, no one's upset. And I'm telling them, I said, well, his friends don't seem pretty upset. They're telling me, respect the dead, respect the dead. And you know, someone made a really good comment that these Globers, they always want us to prove the flat earth. But yet they put out a video of this person, one video, and just they ate it up. They just ate it up. Why? Because your masters told you that, on McTunes. That's why, bro. they had them on both sides, like you guys are saying, Mr. Dub. You got the left side and the right side. You got the flat Earth and you got the ball Earth, and
Yeah,
and they're
two
both they
sides.
both put out a what is it, condolence video. Please add what you were saying,
That's
Mr.
like your
Dub.
Masonic checkerboard. You have black and white. You know what I'm saying? The white is always two sides. Division,
Yeah.
like Gus Samaritan just said.
And I think that's why they posted your video on Google. What was because they wanted that division. They were like, oh, you know,
They used me. Damn it.
Yeah, they did.
He's
They
got
did use you.
he's got 100 subscribers. Let's put him on Google so that we can. And then it went viral.
Yeah.
And boy, did it cause division.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, go back and look at their comments when you guys have downtime. Anybody listening later, now, whenever you want.
They
Check it out.
decide what
They
goes
told me
viral
up,
too.
man.
You know, they decide everything when it comes to whose
Yeah,
video is going to get
good
out,
point,
whose
Chuck.
isn't. Yeah.
They want it. They want it out there. They
Mhm.
said, "Oh, perfect. This is what we wanted. Sweet, thanks. No paycheck necessary." You know, isn't it interesting though? I thought that guy sounded like Witsit for sure, and he mentioned RV, and he mentioned someone else. He's like, "Yeah, I missed the old RV before." What
The
did he say?
original RV. The original RV.
Before he got replaced. He said, "I was like,
Dude, what if it is a different one? Yeah, what if
I
there
was like,
is?
what the shit?"
Like
Either way,
Michelle said, it's exit stage left, and when these people
Oh,
exit, they get to go to like the Elvis Island or somewhere where they're
Yeah.
they're retired. You know, and all these other troopers are jealous of them. That's why they're playing along with it, but you can tell there's no sympathy there.
Yeah, and you didn't even have 100 subscribers when this went
I know.
viral. What's up with that?
at like 50, 60.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
yeah. Well, because I told Dub, I said when I looked back at your video, I think you had 87 at the time, and I looked at your video and you had 103 views, and I thought, oh, I said I guess it was because I shared a post, and then and Dub was like, yeah, probably, and then I wake up this morning with you going, oh my gosh, it went viral, and I was like, wow. I mean, I don't know how many views you have, but what I wanted to show you guys this. Let's see if it's
Hey,
still
Michelle, real quick, when we did the last live stream, I started my new backup channel. You know, I got one that can see. I was up to 87 subscribers, and then the next morning, I was at 65. So they took over 20 away in one night.
there. Right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I mean, they play with the everything.
Yep. So this is the last I looked on how much they've raised. 6,133.
Wow. 13. Yeah.
I wanted to bring in my wife later. I'm going to ask her when she can hop in just to get a nurse's point of view on the whole death certificate, on the whole, just a medical, worker's perspective on overall.
It takes a while to get all that. You can't just snap your fingers and get a death certificate. It just doesn't happen that way. I don't think.
It's really interesting that they said that. Not only that, people are saying, "Why are you asking for proof? You're asking for." I said, and one of them, I said, the state asks for proof, and no one gets offended. No one throws a hissy fit because they're saying, we need a death certificate. We need you to find what's the cause of death. They don't say that to the state. They just do it. So it's part of what you got to do. All I'm asking for is that same exact information, because all we've seen is a video on YouTube. Give me a break. Like, come on, we need to get real here. You can't put your emotions to the side. Exactly. We need to put our emotions to the side. Seriously, we're adults. And I'm like usually the youngest one here. So come on. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Break.
Right.
Haven't we said from the beginning that you got to leave your emotions out? You got to take your emotions out of truth.
If you're serious about pursuing,
You have to, because
You have to.
that's where you get bogged down. That's what
That's
makes
where they pull on your heartstrings. They're like, oh, the children. 33 children died.
Children.
and when you do mess up, it takes someone to humble themselves to realize it.
That's true though. They do that, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They'll like be like, "How dare you?"
How dare you?
Yeah.
But yeah, and so you got to look at it this way. You got all the people that follow, all these big flat earthers that are all pretty much, I'm sure, paid shills. I mean, it's once you get too much and you start making money off of people, then that's where it all goes downhill.
Follow the money. Show me the money, Jerry. Follow
And if
the money.
this guy was supposedly rich or whatever, why are they doing a GoFundMe account? Come on.
Uh-huh.
For what? So they can do an online memorial that's going to cost nothing? For real.
Well, think about the real numbers. They show 6,133, but he's probably a lot more than that,
You know how many super chats they're gonna get during this memorial?
Oh man, a lot.
I wanna be there to see that for sure.
Yeah, do that.
You're blocked. You can't.
You're blocked.
Well, I got a stock account that no one knows about.
I'm just kidding.
Bam.
We know about it now.
Oh yeah, you just told him.
Yeah, you just told us.
Just say the name.
Yeah, just don't say the name.
No one knows the name.
Yeah, that's too crazy. So I have a couple people in the chat that I've never really seen before. Does anybody know who Truth Spirit is?
Flat earthers deny facts, rational think. Well, definitely not. They don't have the spirit of truth in them. That's for sure. No offense to you. Just saying. No, I don't know them. I don't know them.
I don't know them either.
Oh, okay.
No offense. Yeah, no.
And there was another one.
But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Sergio's getting some stalkers.
Forge.
Well, Truth Spirit's been in here. Yeah, in 2015, Flat Earth becomes most popular.
Let's see.
Theory organically. Ha 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 ha.
I heard Taboo Conspiracy made a video. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, he had an interview with, I don't know, I didn't even watch it. I'm the one that told you about it, but yeah.
Okay, there you go.
You know what it all comes down to though. You can watch all of these channels, but don't follow any man. You know what I mean? You just can't get caught up in the cult of personality. You know what I mean? They're actors. They're just characters on a stage.
And they're like, oh well, Bob would really want us to take over and just to fight harder.
Yeah,
we'll take
right.
over what he was doing. Yeah, like you haven't already done it. You guys are like, oh, now we can get more of the glory. Yeah, more of the spotlight, not glory,
Yeah,
but
they
spotlight.
always got to have a leader.
They're like, yeah, one's gone, now it's time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I've heard a couple YouTubers that are smaller say that they've been approached back during this whole thing really took off, and they turned them down. Remember, Rock Uncle said that he was approached, and he said, "Nah, that's all right." And if you see, his channel never gets any views, gets taken down, and I don't know if it's true, but Dan Pratt said that they approached him, and he said, "Nope, I'll pass." And he's never got over 1,000 subs. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just
but Daniel Pratt only
makes you
talks
wonder.
about big channels too.
Yeah,
That's true.
Talks about
That's
big
true,
channels only.
Definitely not a fan. So definitely not a fan.
Right.
If he's a real Christian man,
but what I'm saying is, I'm sure they do approach people that have talent, and hey, do you want to be famous? Do you want to get a lot of views? Do you want to make some money? And they
Chuck,
dangle it in front of you.
You've been around for many, many years. You put out some of the most clearest truth there is out there, and so widespread, and they haven't approached you yet. So
Nope.
come on.
Because I don't have any talent. That's why.
No, but
I work for a living.
You're a truck driver. Yay! Yeah. I'm a phone salesman. Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can get together and I can jump in your truck and we can sell phones.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm
No,
sure
yeah.
if they approach people, there's a non-disclosure agreement involved in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, because they got to sell out.
Yeah.
They have to sell out. They have to sell their souls. Yep.
Yeah.
They sell their souls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So what else? What else did you guys find? I mean, because I'm not convinced so far with what we found.
Well, you know, and if something comes up, like I said, if you can Google his name and it pops up right away out of 300 million people in this country, you know something's got to be wrong. If I die tomorrow and you guys try to look up my obituary and blah, 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 you'll never find me. They're going to go, who? They're going to go, Michelle.
Me and Sergio are going to take the Go Fraud Me money from you.
There you go. Yeah, make sure you do the go fraud me account and make sure you just raise all the money you can.
Yep.
Oh, that's too much. But
You
yeah.
know what? Lumpy put together a few tabs. They're more of proving, not necessarily. I don't think proving his death or his his life or anything like that. Like being alive or being dead right now. I think it's more of being a shill. It looks like. I could put those together if you guys want. They're clips of videos, so they're only going to be a few seconds long. Up to like 60
I'm good.
seconds.
Whatever y'all want to do is fine with me.
You guys want to do that?
Let me go pull them up. Let's see if I can.
I have them.
Oh, you have
I
them?
have them all right. Yep. I just need to plug them in. I put them all to the
Just
side.
before the end of the show, I wanted you to show that gun propaganda Democrat that was testifying in front of the Senate.
In between time, let's take a little break. I have this is I have one to show you. It's not very long at all, but this is Clown World. This is what the title of all this yeah, this is the one. Danny sent this to me and I thought, but it's Clown World. Listen to what the news has to say about this person.
Okay.
Let me make sure I get it big here. There it is. All right. It's a minute 15 long, so we're good here. This is what we're putting up with.
Cookie Monster, not the Cookie Monster.
Creeped out and uncomfortable is what visitors on the Santa Cruz Wharf are feeling after encountering this man dressed in a Cookie Monster costume. The man is believed to badger people and aggressively yell.
We saw him at the beginning of the wharf, and at first glance, it seemed like maybe it would be fun to do a selfie or something with him, but we were away from him. And then we went to the back of the wharf by the sea lions, and that's when we noticed him coming out that direction, making a commotion, and he was getting in people's faces.
I saw him on the day that the Sesame Street creator died, and I told you he was sad about that. But then he kept showing up, and I guess people were complaining out here about him.
The Santa Cruz Police Department is warning visitors to keep an eye out for the man, telling them to not engage. Police tell us the man has faced criminal charges in other parts of the country, although police could not provide any additional details.
Yeah, he's a weirdo for sure. He puts a W in weirdo. I actually got him to take a picture of my dog. Yeah, he kind of creeped my dog out too.
The police say they've received several calls, but at this point, the man has not committed any crimes in the city.
Really?
Wow.
Hey Michelle, have you tried searching? I just tried right now when Miss Raina said it. She says, when I Googled this dude, meaning Robert Nodell or Bob Nodell, she said Sergio's channel came up. And I just checked it right now. I just checked in Google, Bob Nodell dies. I'm the first one on YouTube, the second one on the Google search.
Are you serious? Oh,
I'm gonna
bombard it.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'll do it too. You Googled it?
Just you guys put whatever you want. I'm not gonna tell you. Just let me know what happens. This is some crazy.
I'm looking it up right now, so you guys can see.
So that if it's number one, that you know what that means. Everyone knows what that means. We're not.
I
new to
see
this.
it, man. You're second. You're number 2, Sergio.
Okay, well there you go. Whatever you typed in, number 2.
That's
I just put,
crazy.
yeah,
You're
I
gonna
put
get
Bob
hammered on that.
Nodell because
And you
that's
put
the most known by.
supposedly.
You know,
The second. Oh wow. I gotta
someone
show
even
you guys
said
this.
the reason I clicked on this video is because it says supposedly under one of your comments, Chuck, when I was reading them.
The very second one, that's insane on Google search.
Dang, crazy.
I didn't get that. Did I spell his name wrong?
I just put Bob Nodell. I didn't even put Robert.
Wait a minute now, Michelle. Maybe we need to start having a look at Sergio. Start.
Yeah, you guys have.
I'm just kidding.
I don't see the second one. I'm showing you guys. Can you see my screen?
Here, I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
You don't have to send me a picture.
No, I just want, yeah. I just want to save it anyway. That's pretty
I
crazy.
can't see. It's pretty fast. I can't see.
And you're going to get all the hate from the flat earthers, Sergio.
Oh, Michelle, I put Bob Nodell dies.
Oh, see, I didn't do that.
Yeah, put Bob Nodell dies. Second one right there.
Where?
Oh, well,
it's behind the drop down menu. You can't really see it. Yeah. Bob Nodell dies.
Put dies. See right down the second one, the YouTube video. That's him.
Wow.
Yeah. Click on it.
So if you're searching, if you put dies or died or whatever.
Wow.
We didn't play it. We didn't play it, so let's play it.
99 subscribers.
And the sound's off.
Yeah, the sound's off.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't get the sound when I go to screen share.
Yeah. If we played it earlier, though. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah. You could
Where was I?
probably use restroom. I don't know. That's what I need to do.
I was plugging my ears. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's crazy.
It is. It is.
I told you.
I wonder where Brian's at. I wonder what he has to say about all this.
I don't think I've ever seen something like that on the second one on a Google search. That's crazy.
Nah. No.
But still, 1,300 views is not many. You'll probably get a whole lot more than that in the next couple of days, unless you take the video down.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Because you're not going to get good subs from that.
Yeah. So did you want to, so what do we want to do? Play Lumpy's Links?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was getting those. Oh, wait. I tried. None of those are working, Lumpy. It says, it's not letting, watch. I'll show you present. I'll show you really quick. I don't need to present. They're not working. They're dead links.
That's what happened, Lumpy. You sent me an email the other day, and the links were dead.
Yeah. So there's that. I mean, if anyone has any other ones, they could watch them. Oh yeah, you know who has one? A little one had one. Let's see if her link worked.
All right.
I don't know what it's about though. I just copied it and pasted it. Let's see. This one is.
Okay, so we're gonna play while we're waiting.
Okay.
While you guys are searching, and this is another part of our clown world.
Oh, this one.
I'm use the restroom. We'll be right back.
So I'm sure you guys have heard about the Tennessee lawmakers protesting gun laws, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of been all over and everything. But Chuck sent this to me last night. And like I said, I was like, oh my gosh. So, Clown World, here we go.
Yep.
We have Justin Pearson speaking right now. Let's hear what he has to say.
In order that the National Rifle Association and all of these gun lobbyists continue to be able to have control over our legislation. What's going through my mind right now is we need to fight for democracy in the state of Tennessee, and we need people not only just to vote, but people to show up and speak out so that we can end the gun violence epidemic that's happening in our state. This is wrong, this is unjust, and this is not the way that it has to be. There is a better way for us to live, and we don't have to live this way. But the Republican Party of the state of Tennessee want to keep things the same. If you want to fight to change it, if you want to help to make this place a better place, you have to use your voice, you have to use your power, and yes, sometimes you've got to get expelled.
Sir, sends you back. Are you gonna take?
I'm coming back because this institution has to change. The injustices that are happening here must change. And
I know.
my family will continue to fight to make it the place that it ought to be.
That's the woke. That's the woke crowd right there.
And
they're woke.
Woke.
For days now, the Tennessee legislature has been in turmoil and fighting, and this guy got kicked out of the legislature, and another guy.
Two black guys, and then the white person didn't get kicked out. So they're
Yeah.
saying that's racism.
But
So
they've
dumb.
been going over all this, and it's about the big shooting that they had where 3 children and 3 adults were killed.
You mean
and-
33?
I mean 33. Yeah, was all over the place.
Hey,
And
Cormac. Go ahead. Sorry, Dub.
So they're having all of this because of that one questionable shooting. I won't use the H word. We'll just say questionable shooting.
There you go. No, but Cormac was asking if this guy gets an Oscar. Just wait. It gets better. Go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, this is a good one. I
I
like
love you. I thank you, and thank you for believing that changing and fighting to change the status quo is the right thing to do. We knew we were going to keep our principles and our values. We knew that we were going to have our ancestors with us. We knew that we were not going to yield to injustice, and we will not yield because there's too much at stake. We see gun violence every single day. We have too many loved ones that we're putting in the ground, and these folks up here treat things like it's business as usual. It is
Liars.
not business
Trying to
as
be
usual.
Malcolm X.
Our lives are at stake, and we're going to fight for
Yep.
our lives just like they're fighting for the NRA.
Sir, do this again. If you keep standing up there at the well,
What a production.
and do that thing again.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, we will never shirk
Those people
civil
laying down.
disobedience. Civil disobedience is what built this country. Resisting the status quo built the United States of America into the institution that it is, and it's my ancestors' resistance that got me here. And so I will not forget them or forget the struggles of people, especially children who marched, children who were beaten by dogs, children who were beaten. If I got to get expelled, I'll take that.
Why do you think that you and Justin Jones were expelled, but Gloria Johnson was not expelled?
You cannot ignore the racial dynamic of what happened today. 2 young black lawmakers get expelled and the one white woman does not. That's a statement.
This guy has a good memory.
But you'll be back. You plan to be back. We'll be back.
Talk about an actor. Big bad actor.
Yeah. I can remember the script pretty good.
Michelle, play the one where he's talking about Jesus fighting for the LGBT.
This is it.
Oh, is it?
Normalize
Okay.
the ending of democracy. We can never normalize the tyranny of the way that these people in positions of power are operating due to white supremacy and due to the maintenance of patriarchy.
Isn't this the one?
That's what we're
Doug?
up against. But we
No,
gotta fight it
it's the one where he's
because we
standing
believe
up in the
there is a
courtroom.
future that we can
Oh,
live into
yeah.
that is better than the present that we currently have.
That one was.
It's at the 2 minute. This started at the 2 minute mark of the other one I sent you.
That one's even more awesome.
Speech that he made just after he was expelled from Congress.
Can you guys tell me who this man is? I didn't know he was a big deal. I just thought we were making fun of him. Not making fun of him, but you know, like obviously he's an actor as well.
Well, he's just getting propped up on the world stage. Representative Pearson. I think his name's Justin Pearson or something like that.
Hmm.
I'm scrolling. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's on MSNBC. You can trust them.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's on Insider, you can trust him too.
Yeah.
And I was like, stop it. Please stop watching your television, Chuck. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me send this to Skype. Skype. Yes, kitty.
Feed the cat.
It's his son's cat, and he comes over here, and I have to take the cat back home. I'm like, you gotta go home.
Hey, his seed said something in the chat. Said they got Bagley. What do you mean about that? I know Bagley's another really bad actor. I was just wondering what he meant there.
All right, so I got that up. Get this out. Get that out. Get that out. StreamYard. All right.
All right.
Here
This
we go.
And honor to God, who makes all things possible. Makes the son of teenage parents Kimberly Owens Pearson and Jason C. Pearson, and brings them to an institution built by enslaved people's hand. All glory and honor to God, who brings those who've been marginalized and excluded into this place and tells them that you still have a voice, that you still are somebody, and that the movement for love and justice cannot be stopped because we've still got a heartbeat, because we've still got a movement for love that needs us. We've still got people who are calling on us to act and to do something. To all you who still believe that the best days for democracy are ahead, for all of you who still believe that our better days in Tennessee are ahead, I want to tell you that I still believe with you. And how is it that even now amidst persecution on this Holy Week, after my own brother Justin Jones, Representative Jones, gets expelled from the House, is it that we still have hope and faith and belief in the democracy of Tennessee, faith and hope in the belief in the democracy of the United States of America? How is it that you still have hope, you descendant of enslaved people? How is it that you still have hope? Well, it's because even from the bottom of slave ships, my people didn't quit. Even in cotton fields and...
Give me a break.
Yeah.
This guy's over the top.
Okay, bro. Black and white.
rice fields, my people didn't quit. Even when they were whipped and chained and told they had no name, my people didn't quit. Even when they incarcerated us, locked us up for a crack cocaine epidemic created by President Ronald Reagan to fund a war in South America, my people didn't quit. Even when they defunded our schools, separated us and called us colored and white.
It's obvious they don't want racism to go away when they keep propping up clowns like this.
Yeah, this is the next Jesse Jackson. I'm telling you.
Yep. Exactly. JJ.
Yeah.
Pitching trees in the state of Tennessee, specifically in Shelby County. My people didn't quit. Even now, as our own brothers and sisters lay to rest.
As we all kill each other.
Because of the failure of people in positions of power to do something. Because people are refusing to pass just laws. To end
Take all the guns.
Of gun violence in the state of Tennessee. My people have yet to quit. So even now, amidst this vote,
My people.
amidst this persecution, I remember the good news.
This is it,
Hallelujah,
right?
Jesus. I remember that on Friday, the government decided that my Savior Jesus, a man that was innocent of all crimes except fighting for the poor, fighting for the marginalized, fighting for the LGBTQ community, fighting for
There it is.
Rewind that.
fighting for those who are ostracized, fighting
There it is.
That's crazy.
the poor.
That was Jesus' mission, to fight for the LGBT.
LGBTQ community, fighting for those who are single mothers, fighting for those who are ostracized, fighting for those pushed to the community, fighting for those who that was innocent of all crimes except fighting for the poor. Fighting for the marginalized, fighting for the LGBTQ community, fighting for those who are single mothers, fighting for
There it
those
is.
who are ostracized, fighting for those
That's
who
enough for that guy.
my Savior,
That's enough.
my Black Jesus.
There's the only truth he said right there. Jesus. Oh, really? Can I present something? My daughter actually wants to present, but she's not going to. She's a minor, so I'm present for her. I sent it to Chuck earlier. Remember Chuck? Don't spoil it. It has to do with this charismatic,
Oh, this was crazy. Go ahead.
Let's send it really quick. All right, cool. Where is it at? Right here. Okay, I saved it. I asked her to send me the link, but she did a screenshot. What is it called? A screen mirror? A mirror, yeah. So, this. Put it over here. Put it over here. Oh my goodness. 1 second. Grab. It doesn't want to do it. I'm doing it. I'll just do it this way. It's really annoying.
A car slammed to the side of the passenger seat. The car was totaled, but I made it all the way to Atlanta, Georgia tonight to let somebody know what the devil meant for bad. God, turned it around. He turned around for my good. Oh, let me leave you with this. Be not dismayed. Whatever be tied.
I gotta mirror that.
Oh my
Was
goodness.
that it? That was it.
Between that and the tranny golfer with Bruce Jenner, that's a show right there, Clown World.
Wow.
Yeah, that was funny. So thank you, babe, for sending me that.
Thank you, Tegan.
Yeah. And then I got stuff at the end of this. I don't know how long you want to go. Maybe like at least another hour.
I don't care.
Hour
I'm
two.
good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, me
I
too.
don't care.
I'm good. Okay.
I'm good.
So let's interact. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see, Eric H said possessed. I know, right?
Yep.
You should have done the
Red
moonwalk
Storm,
too.
True Spirit, Raina, Eric, Awake, Beck.
I know.
Everybody's still here with us.
Awake and in the light. That's hilarious but sad. I know.
It is.
He should have done the moonwalk too.
Hey, Brian. What up?
Hi, Brian.
There's Brian.
Good to see you.
And then, of course,
He posted a video.
Put that in there. Since Brian's here.
Hold
Awake
on.
and in the
Drop
light.
the link, Brian.
Awake and in the light. If you want to come on too, I've never spoke to you. I don't know if you want to. The invite's there.
Yeah, just drop the StreamYard link if anybody wants to come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, come on down.
Please come in, or if you want to talk about
next contestants.
really quick too. Another big topic subject for today. It's trending is Easter. So if anyone wants to talk about that, if you want to talk about your family get together, or if you want to talk about the pagan deception, either way, we can talk about Easter. Yesterday, I was with some family. My mom invited us. It was the first time for Hannah to go hang out on that day. You know, we're not doing an egg hunt here or anything, but if there's food, sign us up. We're there. So we were at my mom's. It's good to see family too. We live about an hour away from everyone. So take my daughters to see their cousins and my wife, to see our family. Stop by my in-laws too. We got a little swing for Hannah. So I'll send you guys some videos. Those of you that we have each other's number. Hannah's so cute. She's growing up. We got her a slide too. And also a side note, the collection for Uganda is going really well. I got stuff from Angie, from family.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna send over clothes in May. So we still have time. If anyone wants to send it over, I'll put in my information. and you guys can definitely send anything from like yoga mats, because a lot of these children, it's for children, street children ministry. A lot of them sleep on the floor, so this they can carry and go with them. You know, like a yoga mat, or even a bamboo mat. They call it a papyrus mat. Also, he said rubber boots or gum boots. They call them gum boots over there for the rain. Anything. Use Crocs. You know, something light that I can send over there, or even if it's not light. You know, but it's in really good condition. You know, I'll fork out the extra shipping fees, no problem. Or if you don't have anything to give, you know, and you just want to pray, that's the most important thing. So, just want to make that note. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me.
Yeah, I wish I could do something right now. I'm.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm strapped so tight. It's not even.
Don't even worry about that. Yep. That's why we don't ask for money. I don't ask anyone for money. I'm not going to ask anyone ever for money for this kind of ministry. It needs to be led by the Lord. He says God loves a cheerful giver. You know, if you're not going to give from the heart, then just keep it, and then maybe next time.
Get with me next week. I got a bunch of clothes. If that would help.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Chuck. I'm sending over stuff for all ages, because some of these children, they have grown man bodies, or these girls.
I don't have any little clothes. It'd be bigger.
Yeah, I'm sending over polos, dude. Stuff that I don't even wear anymore. And one of them, I'm sending over to my friend Eric. I'm sending him a nice suit from.
Brian, what's happening?
Oh, I didn't even see you. I was looking down. My bad. Sorry. Hey, Brian.
Oh, just getting in. You guys started a little early, but that's all good.
Yeah, we did.
Well, because of the topic, bro. We don't know, if we need extra time, but yeah.
Yeah, I figured that much, and I had a feeling of that, but it's Michelle's stream, so I didn't say nothing about that throughout the day. But no, I was out at the park with my boys and the kids in general. We were playing some ball and met a guy over there, and then we were playing kickball with his kids and stuff. And no, I was trying to get back over and thinking that it would be coming on early a little bit. Yeah, I was right.
Did you watch any of it yet, or not?
No, I just came in at 7 o'clock.
Okay. Went through about a little over 18 minutes of Jaron Campanella, Jaronism.
Been on for 2 hours though already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. I just noticed that.
So you had a good day, Brian?
Yep.
That's good.
Hopefully everybody else did too.
That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think about
that
this?
That was the word. I was trying to think of it earlier. What do I think about it? Well, like I said, I watched the video. I sent you and Chuck my comments that I posted on it, which are obviously gone. But in 2016, when I started watching this stuff, RV is the first person I came across. But it didn't take long and like I said it to you, Sergio, is the Holy Spirit to just say, no. And that's basically how it went. And then I started seeing how all those guys all hung out together. And I remember them all having chats online. And then that video just reminded me of that time frame. Because some of those pictures are older too, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just recent. And I just remember that stuff from a while ago. And I never trusted that tall, skinny dude from South Africa. I basically never trusted any of them. I lost trust in Skiba. Not that I ever had trust in anybody. That's just how it is. But when he tried to
for like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, well, when he went on his boat and tried to do the Chicago skyline thing, I'm like, well, why the hell are you on your boat trying to prove any of this, you idiot? This isn't even how it's done. You know what I mean? And then the fact that you're down there going up and down with the water and the swells and everything is going to make it even worse. You know what I mean? So it was a stupid, flawed experiment for a guy who sat on a freaking, side of the ground, the hard packed ground, and took a picture, not swaying up and down in a boat. I just was like, what are you trying to prove? And that's just, all those guys, they were all linked together in a big circle, and
Hey,
Brian,
Brian,
one another.
Hey, you missed one of the guys actually mentioned on Jaron's show about the original RV.
Oh,
What
yeah.
do you make of that?
You missed it.
I don't know.
He said before they replaced him. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well,
He said before they replaced him.
His voice is unique, so I don't know. I guess I'd have to hear it. He has like that, like he's always got phlegm in his throat, like like he's got to clear it or
Yeah.
something. That's kind of a hard thing to mimic. But
What about?
Good point.
But how did they get Joe Biden to sound the same with clearly different people?
He doesn't sound the same though, dude. I've listened to stuff and it just doesn't sound
Okay.
the same. But anyway, what I
So
was
does
saying is,
RB.
I
All
don't,
right, I know, yeah.
I don't have no stuff of his old stuff to compare to his new stuff like we do with Joe Biden. No one has that. You know what I
There
mean?
was even a time where I reached out and I commented in a Patreon, and I was like, "Hey, RB, you didn't sound too good today, man. And your new upload, you all right?" And he said, "Yeah." So I definitely, that was one of the things I noted. You know, that
All
was
right.
one of them.
Well, I believe you because, like I said, in 2016, I stopped watching them as soon as I found them. So if you
Mhm.
found them in 2018, then something happened, you know, and a voice changed. Yeah, I believe
Oh, he
that
got
stuff.
older. Yeah.
Voices do change. When I listen to my voice from, you know, older videos
Yeah.
from even 5, 6, 7 years ago, it sounds a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just something to note. But really quick, I want to spotlight Michelle Red Storm's comments. 24 words. They got Skiba too. You can put it on the screen really quick. If you're not there later, it's cool. But they got Skiba too, since Skiba wouldn't admit to the Mandela effect. You see, the thing about this opinion is it's widespread as an option to think about. I believe they plant this as an option for you to think about, an optional thought, as in we give you multiple choice, and pick which one best suits you and your pursuit and your beliefs, and go with it. When really it's the whole thing is some kind of matrix menu that they're giving you. There you go. You know what I mean? But they got schema too. To me, it's like, well, that's what they want you to think. They want you to think that Skiba went in there and they got him with this or they got him with that, just like they got your family member probably. Just like they got my family member probably. My grandma. That's how they got her with the respirator.
Well, just think of it this way. You know how back in the day when...
Really quick, Skiba's part of the club. That's all I want to say. All right.
Well, where we're trying to... back in the day, it was like, oh, they're killing off all these people for speaking the truth, and they're dying here, and they're dying there.
Yeah.
No, they're not killing off people. They're just taking them out of the limelight. That's it.
They ran their route.
They ran their route.
Yeah.
They're used up like a porn star, or any way you want to say it.
They're like, okay, you sold out, but later down the road, there's going to come a time where we're going to tell you you're going to have to leave the scene, and you're going to have to do it, and that's when you move away.
Oh yeah, they want to join the club for sure.
I seen the title is called The Clown World. Clown World numerology means Freemasonry. You know what I mean, or whatever gematria stuff.
Hey Sergio, Red Storm clarified his comment.
There you go. There it is. Then appreciate it. Yeah, 100%. That's 100%.
Yeah,
they got him to join the club if he was not already a part of it. And
they groom. I think they groom a lot of these people for this stuff. Their bloodlines, they're all related.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We don't know if they sold out. I lean more on the side of that they are actors, like Michelle said, but at the same time that they are groomed. That they're. I tell my daughter all the time. I said they're Freemason children. They're Freemason children.
Yeah.
They're part of it. Look at how young that they're starting to do it. Look at Greta and look at these other ones.
They pass on the secrets.
Clown World was that Josh or whatever his name is.
Whitsitt or someone, no?
Nathan Thompson.
Nathan.
And and Whitsitt was in there a little bit or whatever. But yeah, they call it the Clown World Tour, which is, a Freemasonry tour. And they're the ones who held that hand sign up like that all the time, which is in all those pictures that all those people are making with that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure that some of y'all know about what I'm talking about. But
yep.
Clown World, Freemasonry. Before all these guys, there was these guys. There was this kid from Canada, and IPS, if you know that name, Infinite Plane Society is what he called himself. They called it something with, I can't remember, but they used the penguin logo all the time. The penguin avatar, penguin this, penguin that, and penguin equals 33. It was just stuff that I see over the years, That's why I don't even make a lot of videos. I just lose interest because there's just so much everywhere. Even when you think, oh man, these guys are good guys, they're telling me, nope.
Oh,
nope.
Really quick,
there are no heroes.
Miss Red Storm. I apologize. I think I called you bro or dude or man. It's a really bad habit. I'm from Southern California, and I say it to everyone, and I'm trying not to. But Miss Red Storm, thank you for that information. I appreciate it.
I say guys to people all the time. Hey, you guys have a good one. You know,
That's probably more neutral.
whatever.
Yeah.
But that might be agenda, guys. Calling everyone guys.
Hey, and Mike said that most lower level Masons haven't got a freaking clue. That's true. I mean, we have lodges everywhere, and I mean, you have to work your way up before they reveal the good stuff to you.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what all we were gonna do on here. If it was just a Globebusters tribute, you know what I mean, in a sense like that.
both.
That thing that I put on there was a little bit of comedy in the midst of everything. I thought it was pretty funny, even though I don't approve of news stations all that much. But that link I shared was pretty funny. I think it was Australia, Sky Australia, something like that.
Did you share
like
one
I
in the
said,
chat?
yeah, I just did a little bit ago.
Let me go get it.
It's pretty funny.
I didn't even see it. All right.
It's pretty funny because it's just funny because now we're getting this big push against the LGBT for some reason back and forth. So this is
It's
just something that was on
everywhere.
the news. It was hilarious. I was like, they're putting this on the news now to make everybody. It's got to
What
be a
about that
reason.
Dylan guy that signed a contract with Nike and Bud Light? I mean, multi-million-dollar contract.
Yeah, my brother's been sending me pictures of some
that
transgender person or something like that, right? Is that what we're talking
He's the
about?
one with the shopping shorts. Remember Michelle that said normalize the bulge? I shared that a
Yeah,
long time ago, and then he was
he's
on The
getting
Price
trendy.
is Right. Yeah, so he made it big.
He's part of them. He's in the club.
Mhm.
There's some pretty really interesting people, some characters out there, disgusting characters, all sorts, and in between too. And you have these really likable ones too. But they're all there. They're all on the same payroll. They're all
You
in the
gotta watch
same
out for the
club.
likable ones. The likable
All
ones are the
drinking
ones
the
that
same
get
blood.
you.
Yeah. Just like Michael, really quick, Michelle. Just like Manuel from Austria, and always says, he says that the professing Christians are the worst ones because they have the damnable doctrine. They're so deceived with truth and
The wolves in sheep's
lies.
clothing, you mean? Yeah.
Talking about eternity here. This isn't a light thing. That's why it's the worst. But go on, Michelle, please. Whatever this is about.
No, you're fine. I'm sitting here eating my hummus.
Cool.
Anybody like hummus? I love hummus.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know why. It's really good.
You either like it or you don't. There's no.
Yeah.
I don't think I like it in the form of whatever it comes, but like hummus, like with garlic or something, you buy it in a little 4-ounce tub from the store and you dip some chips in it or something. Is that how it's eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to address the comment. Lumpy, all the links that you've given me so far, man, I tried them and none of them are going through. I'm getting a 404 not found. That thing, the error 404. I don't know. But yeah, sorry. If you want to give me the original link and then maybe some timestamps, we might be able to go through it later or just another time. But either way, just let me know.
All right. Here we go.
The old U.S. Army recruiting slogan, "Be all that you can be"? Well, they've got a new ad that really brings that to life, courtesy of our friends at the Babylon Bee.
The United States military is a guiding light, leading the world to democracy and freedom. But if we want this beacon of truth and justice to shine, we need to remain.
Army strong, and that means diversity.
From gender reveal grenades and fabulous pride uniforms
No way.
to our new pronoun dog tags, we're leading the way in both killing power and
No, it's the
inclusivity.
Babylon Bee.
We're even training
Babylon.
our soldiers to defend against violent misgendering from enemy forces.
Excuse me, sir. Ah!
It is ma'am! You!
An updated, more inclusive exercise regimen and regiwoman, so no one feels
He's
left
doing
out.
lady
And
push-ups.
more supportive drill sergeants who are completely judgment-free.
You're special just the way you are. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
Sign me up. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching a very...
That's from the Babylon Bee. They always do sarcastic stuff.
Yeah. That was good.
That's why it was funny. It was on the news and just making fun of it that way, because normally it's all that's hate speech. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, it's another way to get truth out there. So that's cool.
We don't do hate speech here, do we, YouTube?
No, I can't.
We don't do it here. We love everybody.
We all got hit.
Hey, you guys tell Brian about Sergio. Tell Brian about your Google search, your video you did about how Google made it the second search.
Go into your Google right now and type in Bob Nodell dies. Just those 3 words. Don't change them. You can do Robert if you want, but we tried Bob Nodell dies because it's the most famous and the most simple. We believe the most trending search. Look at the second result. First YouTube result.
Let me go click on it real quick because it isn't showing me what it is. Yeah, the first one is yours. Now that I think about it, I think.
That's
How do
crazy.
we find out exactly what happened? Yeah, those questions that disappeared. Yep.
Yeah, so you know my channel. This is the backup channel. You know what I put out there. They propped the video. Why is it number 1 YouTube?
1,300 and
I'm
moving
a flat
up.
earther. I'm a Christian, you know. The stuff that I talk about is supposedly controversial. I talk about hate speech, you know, all this stuff, but yet that video is right there, number 1 on YouTube.
Number 1.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
I know you
how
had
does
some high ranking videos too in the past too. But
it depends.
I
I've
thought
had
that was
some.
crazy.
I had one video one time I made. It was called Pig Plus Cat, and it was like Flat Earth. They told you about Flat Earth and the Pig Plus Cat TV show or something. And I was sitting in the other room, and it was like this dumb pig kept saying, "I love triangles." It was the way he was saying it, and I was like, "What the hell is that crap?" I go out to watch it, and sure as crap, they're freaking sitting there showing you the pizza planet and the dome and everything.
Huh?
And the whole thing was titled like "We're gonna save the world from a pig's behind," you know. It was pretty deep, but that thing got like 60 or 70,000 views. But that was before they started censoring the crap out of it all. So you know, and I wasn't in the club, and I wasn't, you know, I'm not in the club.
That was
but
probably
I wasn't.
2017 around there, wasn't it?
Yeah, nah, yeah, 2000, no, 16, 17. I
16
kind
or
of stopped
17.
making the videos, man. I got into it for a year. I got what I could out of it, and that's how
Yeah, well,
I've
that
done
was
a
the
lot of things.
cutoff. Right around
Yeah.
2017, it got really bad. But before then, you could see anything on YouTube.
Well, I
Remember?
just remember my videos that I started seeing censorship was in 2016. So that's when I noticed it starting. As soon as I found FE, it was already started. You know what I mean? It was like it was in place already. But anyway, so you got a lot of comments on there. I don't know if people found it or
I went through
whatever.
some.
Obviously
Yeah.
not blocked worldwide. You know, there, Chuck.
It's weird how you got a lot of ballers believing it right away. I said it earlier. They believe it right away, but yet when it comes to flat Earth, they want evidence upon evidence, upon site, upon link, upon evidence.
Let me say this. They're actually paid trolls, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think all of them are. Honestly, no one's gonna leave a comment.
I mean, just think about that. I mean, I didn't even know who Bob was. You even had his avatar in here when we've done lives.
I've had him on there before. Yeah.
I've never I didn't know who he was.
I knew the avatar, I knew the name, but I
That's
never
all I
listened to
knew.
the person. That's all I
Yeah.
knew.
Me too.
I followed him, like I said in the past, but he kept using the Mercator map to prove the sun's specular rays, and I was like, I can't keep watching this guy, dude. No, I couldn't do it. And like I said earlier, one by one, I stopped the big channels kept just dropping one by one.
Stupid. It's going to be a double wide, double long.
I just read that, but like, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Lumpy, James just dropped a link. I'm gonna try to see if I can play it.
Wait, are you being
That's a
serious?
YouTube link.
Stupid. I know
I think
you say
he's
large.
joking, but it probably will happen.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be
I
shocked.
wouldn't doubt it. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Shocked, not just. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, well, this one plays.
Okay, there you go. What are this one's called? He has it at the top. Those are his clips. That's why it's only a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Performance evaluation of what's it.
Child's come to tell us what Bob No Dell's at.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah,
So, like,
if you're
that
not
seems
claiming
weird to me. It
science,
seems
if you're not claiming it's science, then you can't. Then I would think it. Yeah.
If he's not claiming it's science, he wouldn't have gave a hypothesis. Make sense?
Then a straw man to get already
Not a straw man. He gave the hypothesis.
and get quizzed on science. Then if you're not.
He's not. He wasn't getting quizzed on science. You didn't watch or listen to 1702 or 1724. I know that already. If you did, that's really scary.
Claim it's science. I mean, I get this all the time from the Globe side as well,
Who gives a shit about Globers?
where they're saying if I talk about the horizon or something or perspective, and they're trying to ask me, okay, where's your experiment? And you're like, where? We don't ever claim science for it. It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. He gave the hypothesis, though, after he said it wasn't science. Why'd he do that?
This child's come to tell us what Bob No Dell's at.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah,
So,
if
like,
you're not
that seems
claiming
weird to me. It
science,
seems
if you're not claiming it's science, then you can't. Then I would think it. Yeah.
If he's not claiming it's science, he wouldn't have gave a hypothesis.
That was
Make
it.
sense?
Then a straw man to get already
Not a straw man. He gave the hypothesis.
and get quizzed on science. Then if you're not.
He's not. He wasn't getting quizzed on science. You didn't watch or listen to 1702 or 1724. I know that already. If you did, that's really scary.
Claim it's science. I mean, I get this all the time from the Globe side as well,
Who gives a shit about Globers?
where they're saying if I talk.
I didn't repeat it. It didn't. It just kept playing.
Well, my mom's a Glober, so I mean, come on. Yeah, it'll repeat.
My whole
it'll
family
repeat.
is.
Yeah, I'm not going to say stuff like that. And I got checked today. I called this one person a piece of garbage just because I was upset, and someone told me don't do that. And I didn't like that. It didn't feel good, but I said, you're right. I shouldn't call someone that because I don't like what they're saying. Does it make them a piece of garbage? Not really. I just been emotional. But
We all get in the flesh from time to time.
yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
What else? What else? Let's see. But yeah, too many signs point to that this whole thing is not genuine. And if you believe it, then okay. If you could just please provide something that has convinced you to believe it, besides the videos from the YouTubers. Because the obituary doesn't say anything. It clearly says that they're not releasing the information. That just that he died his age, and there's going to be a memorial. It doesn't say anything else, or it does say there's a GoFundMe. What else would you be convinced by? It's like, oh, you have to prove it.
Do you know what? Do you know
I
what?
mean,
Do you know
kinda,
what?
yeah.
Do you know what day he died?
Yeah, on Thursday they said. That's what Jaron said. He said some video they were talking about came out on Tuesday. He says, yeah, he should have watched it because he didn't die until Thursday. What are you saying, Brian?
I put in a video there. It's about a new healing. What was it called? It was called the Connecticut Catholics Miracle. You know what I mean? Get enough C's and M's in there. Anyway, Connecticut Catholics Miracle. I just put that in there. This just happened within the week.
CCM.
Anyway, wait till you watch the video. And then you listen to the name of the actual priest.
Oh, I do have something else to show. There was one more thing. I totally forgot. This was sent to me by, I'm not screen sharing it, I know. This was sent to me by Michael Kahn. Okay, I'll screen share now. Oh, that's not screen share. That's settings. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So this is from the Burlington Record. Robert Nodell passed away on March 16, 2011, spring. Cammy, which is one of his family members, and also Jaron Nodell, one of his family members. So speculation is that this is the true Robert Nodell, that the person that we see in Busters, that guy Robert Nodell. Here, let me just put him real quick. This guy right here, he's not Bob. Not Bob Nodell. That's what we think.
Hey, Brian, you weren't here earlier, but have you ever heard this? I've heard that Bob was ex-law enforcement, like FBI or drug enforcement or something. Have you heard anything about that?
No, but you know, for all these guys to all be hanging out and butt buddies, they definitely serve somewhere, somehow, and something together. You know what I mean? So that's makes sense.
But yeah, that was just something to point out that, and I actually found that out too before he sent it to me. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're all friends. Definitely, they're all friends.
Oh yeah. I mean, now we know that they're all friends with the opposition, the globe earthers. They had just as many of them on there, giving their sympathies and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what this is about.
Is St. Thomas Church, and this is its former reverend, Michael McGivney. He's already had one previous miracle attributed to him, and confirming a second could put him on the path to sainthood.
We had something happen.
That's St. Thomas pastor Father Joseph Crowley addressing his congregation just minutes after an apparent miracle at Sunday Mass.
What happened is our Lord multiplied himself.
Fox 61, the only station allowed inside the church just days after the Eucharistic wafers, which Catholics believe transform themselves into the body of Christ, reportedly multiplied in a blessed serving vessel called a ciborium during communion.
A very cool miracle. There's no doubt. I have no doubt.
And neither do parishioners.
Just feel it in your heart. Just feel it in your heart. How can you look at everything that's going on and not believe?
Jean Beck
Bible says don't trust your heart.
She will carry with her the rest of her life.
The heart's
She lost her mother just 2 days before.
And it was such a glorious, wonderful, joyful thing that it brought peace to my heart because she was a parishioner all her life here.
The Archdiocese of Hartford told Fox 61 the investigation into the reported miracle will take at least 2 weeks.
It surprises me. I hope it's real. If it isn't, at least it'll bring somebody back to the faith and know that these things can happen.
Speaking exclusively to Fox 61, Archbishop Leonard Blair says it could involve a scientific or forensic analysis of the communion hosts.
I'm sending out an experienced priest who has a knowledge of church law, canon law, to follow a procedure to just examine exactly what happened and under what circumstances and by whom.
Archbishop Blair telling Fox 61 the outcome of that investigation will determine if he needs to notify the Vatican.
The guidelines for these kinds of situations do call for me to notify the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith in Rome.
Throughout the 21st century, there have only been 4 Eucharistic miracles recognized.
Nice purple shirt.
By the Catholic Church. The most recent, Poland, 2013.
Hey, real quick, Michelle.
A host fell onto the floor.
His name was Archbishop Blair, and the other guy was Crowley. Like Blair Witch.
Well,
Yeah. Crowley.
the first guy on the sign right there over the shoulder, that was Michael McKinley or McGivley or something like that. And he was attributed to a former miracle. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, Knights of Columbus is right below that. CK, Colin Kaepernick, I like to kneel. Right beside the orange Gatorade jug, and my homie was wearing number 33 right beside me, who was standing. Anyway, you can look into that. Colin Kaepernick, CK33, kneeled down beside a 33 jersey with an orange, huge, big old Gatorade sitting in the background. Yeah, all that 33 stuff.
Yeah, bricks in the background, bricks in the wall. Off the wall.
Floor. It was put into water to dissolve, but instead started to get red streaks. Those streaks were analyzed and found to contain fragments of heart muscle. Reporting in Thomaston, Matt Karen, Fox 61.
That's why I had to put it on here.
Fox
like,
61.
wow,
Fox 61.
Who else was 61? As what's his name?
Catholic stuff's always been creepy to me. Always have like a bad feeling.
Oh, because they're preaching to the wrong choir. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, what we've been going on for what? How long? It doesn't even tell me anymore.
2 hours and 36 minutes.
I have 2 videos that I actually made videos on, but right now I'm not allowed to not upload for a couple more days. But whatever. They're
Can
on.
you send them? We can play them, can we?
They're on. Well, we could watch the original video, and then we could just see what we see from that. See what you guys all see. You know what I mean? In the sense like that. I'll share the links if you want. The one was about a body being found encased in concrete. And another one's about a police officer shooting his fellow police officer.
Yeah, and then I'm also going to show some stuff at the end too, remember? Or I can show them right now. Doesn't have to get the end. I can do that too, since we're looking for.
Well, I'm
stuff.
good for a while, guys. I can go another hour if y'all want to.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush anybody.
Yeah.
By any means.
Let's do it.
I'll get some tabs ready while you're playing something.
Brian.
And then I just had a couple talking points too. I had written down. Like I said, I didn't know you guys was coming on 2 hours earlier. So I seen a thing today that the Cash App founder was stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch the video, but I was just like, oh, okay. Just showed him outside walking around a building or something. But that Army veteran with a BLM murder was to be pardoned. I don't know. I see that as race wars or something like that. I don't know if you guys have been seeing that being promoted as of late. No? You guys haven't seen that?
No.
All right. Just a thing. Then, like, with the they got that girl that keeps on talking about how people shouldn't be allowed to be men playing in girls' sports. I seen something today about this person called Caster Semenya. And, I'll share that tab real quick. It's a video about the Olympics and stuff like that, talking, if you want to. That's,
Did you,
only
Chuck,
2
did you
minutes.
send him that video?
No, I didn't.
So Brian, you have to go back and watch just the beginning of the live.
All right.
The first video that I played. And it kind of refers to what you were talking about just now.
It is pretty priceless.
Yeah.
All right, so a bunch of years ago, I knew this person was a man, like all the way back in 2016. I think that was when the Olympics were, and then they got canceled in 2020, right? Yeah. Anyway, the person in this video, that's the name that comes to my head when they give you the name. Anyway, the real name. Caster Semenya. Anyway.
Wow.
This is just on stuff that I had tabbed up with the Connecticut Catholic Miracles, and then Clown World is Freemasonry. Just some talking points. Yeah, real quick, and then Caster Semenya. Yeah, this is just a video showing that, saying, hey, blah, 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 boys shouldn't be playing in girls' sports. And then just one of these people, it was like this person, what she would do is she ran like the 800 meters or something like that back in 2016. And anyway, every time this person would wait to the last 100 meters and then just haul ass and smoke all the women all the time. I'm like, no way. I was just like, and then after you see the thing, you was just like, whatever. Anyway, this is just stuff, them finally getting called out on it. More of that stuff. Like I said, they're starting to put this out big now. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I think they're trying to expose the transgender in general. So I think they just want to put out the bad and the good and the this and the that, and they want to be in the spotlight. They want to put it, right there in our faces. They're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, like now it's on Good Morning America.
Or like that whatever Babylon B one earlier. You know what I mean? Like that one was probably everywhere. Now you guys have seen
That's
it.
that's the guy that had that little drag kid, Desmond the Amazing, remember? On the Good Morning show. This is probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I look at BB as 88, so whatever that means, according to the movies. Infinity.
The ban on transgender track and field athletes from high-level women's events, including the Olympics. Eva Pilgrim has the story.
This morning, the international governing body over track and field announcing a ban that prevents transgender athletes from participating in female events after going through male puberty.
Many believe there is insufficient evidence that trans women do not retain advantage over biological women, and more evidence.
The council also tightened its
scientists to
testosterone
figure
threshold
this
for
out.
athletes with differences of sexual development, or DSD.
Real quick
the new
there,
requirement.
what the heck is that? So this is where they're going to try to place this Castor Semenya person, you know what I mean? Castrated semen. Anyway, they're going to try to place it in the differences in sex development category. But anyway, you can go on, sorry.
It's affecting about a dozen athletes, including South African Olympic champion Castor Semenya, who would need to complete 6 months of hormone suppressant.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that guy.
That thing would compete with women and just
You need
just
scientists to
destroy 'em.
determine they have an advantage.
Destroy the women.
Really?
Sorry if I talk loud sometimes. I got
No,
headphones
you're
on.
fine.
No, you're good.
Totally fine, Brian.
Treatment to race at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The latest ban coming less than a year after swimming adopted similar rules, effectively barring trans athletes like NCAA
That dude
title
would
winner
beat Michael
Leah
Phelps.
Thomas from competing in female events at the highest level. Overnight, Leah telling ABC News this ruling is
Leah, you're so
No shame.
manly.
No shame. Look at that neck.
devastating and only detrimental to women's sports. It only serves to exclude any women who are
Ooh.
not deemed woman enough.
Hey, real quick, Sergio, could you imagine Sweet Nothings from, him in your ear?
Or being sandwiched between them.
Yeah, that's a little bit too
That's too
Trans
much.
women are women. Intersex women are women. Trans athlete advocates like Schuler Baylor says education is.
Is that a girl? Or
Pretty
is that
quick.
a guy? That's a guy, a girl.
That's a dude.
Let me get while we're on the trend. I'll get Angie's
You
video
bro.
too.
Yeah, do that. I forgot about
paramount to
that.
ensure proper fairness and inclusion.
Most people cannot define the word transgender.
Really?
And yet so many people are talking about where we belong and why. And the
We're not talking about it. We know where they belong.
solution to that is not to exclude us or to fear difference, but rather invite education about our experiences and humanize us.
World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe telling BBC Radio.
There is a very fundamental principle in our sport, and that is the primacy, the protection of the female category.
And these rules go into effect on March 31st, guys.
All right, Eva, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you. But like I say, they want the transgender like in our face. They want it, whether it's negative or positive or whatever. Well, there's no positive about it, but I'm just saying, if they're presenting it as
This mental illness is what it is.
yeah, and so they're pushing it. So they're really pushing it. Ew. Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
I seen girls wrestling this year with the boys, and when I grew up, there wasn't girls wrestling with the boys. And sometimes they
That
didn't
would
work
be
out best
awkward,
for the
wouldn't it?
girl. Well, it was, you know what I mean? But it didn't work out best for the girl. Some of the girls won. Some of them are athletic, you know, don't get me wrong. And we're talking young kids, like 12 and under.
Your
But
guy friends
anyway,
would shame you so bad if you got beat
but
by a girl wrestling.
once these people reach the age of 12 and older, yeah, the puberty factor comes
Yeah.
into play. And I can already see it at the young age that the boys just outclass them. So I can, you know, it's just crazy that girls would even want to wrestle with the boys. But I think it's even more disgusting that boys want to go wrestle or whatever sport it is, with girls and be like, yeah, beat that chest like a king. You know, I'm a winner.
Oh, we got another train derailment. 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Cleanup is underway after a Norfolk Southern train derailed right here in Pittsburgh. You're taking a look from above from Sky Eye 2, showing the scene shortly after it happened. Good evening and thank you.
Wait, let's go back. I saw something. Check that out. That's an eye. Right here. Look at that. Look, that's the top of the eye. That's an eye right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yep. Wow. Anyway, I digress.
The scene shortly after it happened. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Erica Stanish. That derailment happening.
Wearing her purple. Purple.
By the Bruno Island Trail in Pittsburgh. And it comes 2 months after another one of the railroad's trains derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, releasing toxic chemicals into the environment. KDKA's Lauren Linder has been closely following these incidents. She's live with the latest details tonight. Lauren.
Erica, we just saw that trains are back up and running tonight here off West Carson Street, where
that's a man.
That train derailed less than 24 hours ago, marking
look at that jaw.
The fourth derailment for Norfolk Southern in a little more than 2 months. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
I felt a rumble. It was a little bit more than usual.
That shake and what sounded like metal colliding came from here. The train tracks just feet from the home Cam Sellers has lived in for 6 years.
I came and looked out, and I could see the trains moving slowly, slower than usual. And then I see
no way.
Maybe a guy walking back, like he was inspecting the train.
He didn't think much of it until he left his house to find the roads blocked off by West Carson and Telford. He also received texts to his phone asking if he was okay.
The train didn't fall on your house, did it?
211 right here.
Telford is 33. Telford is 33.
And it happened at 11:02, which would be 211.
Cam would later learn a train derailed, a train owned by Norfolk Southern, the same railroad running the train that crashed in East Palestine, Ohio, and released toxic chemicals.
See how they mix it all together? Like, here, look at a little bit of this. Here, throw in a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it happened sometime
Gotta
between
remind us.
9:30 and 10 Saturday morning. A spokesperson for Norfolk Southern tells KDKA it involved 5 empty steel cars, and all the cars remained upright. KDKA cameras captured a lengthy train that appeared more than 1 mile long and included tankers and double-stacked cars. The company would not confirm this information. Police responded just before 1 to help with traffic control as railroad crews brought in heavy equipment to remove the cars from the scene.
It could happen like any time. So, you know, it has your little pins and needles a little bit.
It left Cam shaken up.
Yeah, he looks really shaken up.
Yeah, I know, right? Raina said.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
He was next to a river.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He looks very upset. Looks like they're their main witness.
Being so close to the tracks.
You leave a lot the chance too. We'll be in here. You know, you can't run for cover. Where are you going to go?
He's thankful.
Oh my God. You just can't run for cover. I'm in a house.
Where you gonna go?
Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
I prefer to think when you have to stutter your words to get them out that you can't remember your lines. So, but at the same time, it might be drugs too. Who knows?
Okay.
Gets him thinking. Maybe it's time to move farther away.
It puts a lot of things in perspective.
Or bad acting, period.
What's that
Yeah.
little statue, little thing, like a Buddha or something down by his arm?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Do some soul searching and think about some things.
Oh, I'm so glad he came and told us.
Now, the last derailment in Pittsburgh happened in 2018 at Station Square, also on this same line. in
LL
Norfolk
33.
Yeah.
Just
Southern. It
Yep.
dumped toothpaste and cat food. The NTSB tells me they're not investigating this incident either individually
Of course they wouldn't investigate it. Why would they?
or as a part of the special investigation into Norfolk Southern safety practices.
they said it spilled toothpaste and cat food, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Toothpaste and cat food shipping together, fluoride, whatever.
Toothpaste and cat food. Trying to kill the cats. I'm just kidding.
I thought about that too. That's so funny. Toothpaste and cat food. I was typing in a numerology calculator already. I was like, these fucking people, dude. There's no way that. Excuse my language.
Oh, that's too funny.
I got one. I'll screen share.
Danny, just so you know, I already played it. Too late.
Yeah, we played the Cookie Monster video already.
Yeah. It's already been played and gone. You'll have to look back and watch it.
Did you find Angie's video, Sergio?
Yep. Yeah, there's a bee right next to me. There's a bee right next to me. Come on. They're not stinging. All right, so this one, my wife sent me this one, and it's a spin-off.
Oh, where he debates
guess,
that. Yeah.
It's yeah, but it's not the same chick, dude chick. You know what I mean? Ah, man, come on, bee. There's like the bee just hopping right around me.
They just like to confuse us, man.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency, biological male, somebody with a penis is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, I think I'm having a miscarriage. Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
No, but that's because some people don't have body parts. Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay. Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. There's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency.
So there's that one. Then here's Angie's. I guess I thought I had it. I'll just pull it up really quick. Find it right away.
33 watching. Are you serious?
It happens almost every time.
That guy's like an Alex Stein. I don't know why. I just see that now being promoted. If you guys have ever seen Alex Stein call
I
into
couldn't
like
stand him.
boards and be like, my daughter identifies as a cat. Can we have a litter box or a lizard? You know what I mean? Or whatever the things he would do, stuff like that. That guy strikes me as the same thing. It's just a different version.
We talking about the guy Matt Walsh?
Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah,
that, you know
he's
what I
a
mean?
big
This-
conservative Catholic. He's definitely part of the club.
I'm transgender. I'm born and raised here in New Mexico. I have a graduate degree in information technology, marketing, business, and finance. I own my own home. I pay taxes. I have a six-figure job. I'm a respected professional in Albuquerque. I'm a mother.
I'm a mother. That's where I got that from, Chuck.
I'm a mother.
My life experience.
Yeah, this thingy. What is it? Watch, I'll show you.
Yeah,
This
you
one.
changed it.
Okay, it'll come back. Hold on. All right, let's go back to the video.
Is that professional in Albuquerque. I'm a mother. My
He's
life
respected
experience
because he says he
is
is.
that I'm an awesome person.
Mhm.
I am well liked. I'm responsible, and I think I'm pretty cool. You touched on something. You said something earlier that for you, when somebody calls you a man, it doesn't faze you because, like, you just know that you're a man. That was interesting to me because I feel the same way about my identity as a woman. My question leading up to this, you've asserted that no one would ever see me as a woman, that nobody would ever see or could see a transgender person as a woman, and yet I have dozens of friends from diverse backgrounds, women from the reservation, a woman from Japan, several immigrant women. I have my coworkers, I have my boss, my VP, my CEO, all respecting me as a woman. My family, my long-term friends who are actually here with me. All of these people assure me, like, I'm a woman. They'll tell me, girl, like, there is no way you are a man. They see me as a woman. So the question,
Okay.
how can you assert that nobody would ever see me as a woman when my material experience tells me you're wrong?
Okay. It's interesting that that's the part of my talk you chose to ask a question about, because that's not in my talk at all. I don't believe I said that no one would ever see you as a woman. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that you could fool someone. Now, you brought this up, so I have to tell you that you brought this up. You've put your identity on the table for conversation. And so I'm going to say you wouldn't fool me at all. I mean, I see a man 100%. And I think that most people would. Now, the fact that you have people in your life who are saying to you, oh, you're totally a woman, it's exactly what I'm talking about. No one in my life has ever once said to me, you're totally a man, Matt. You know, if a friend of mine called me on the phone and said, listen, Matt, I want you to know you're really a man, I would think that there was something wrong with him. I would say, why are you saying that at all? It doesn't make any sense. So the fact that this is a conversation to begin with tells me, it only proves the point that I'm trying to make, that your identity, even in your own mind, is something that you need to be assured of. Now, what I would like to ask you, again, because you're standing here.
That's a good point, right? No one calls us and reassures us of our gender or whatever they call it. I don't know, or what we are. No one calls me and tells me that. No one calls. I don't call Michelle and tell her that. You know, you're just such a woman.
You're a woman.
And, you know, there's no way you're a man, Michelle. You know, I never say that to her. Like, come on. Anyway, let's see. There's a little bit more left.
So you've brought your identity on the table for discussion. So how do you know that you're a man?
It was first when I heard transgender persons describe their experience in their own words. And this was only about 2 years ago. Hearing somebody describe things, it was a woman from like England, describing her experience, her childhood, her teenage years. And it blew my mind to be listening to her, because it was just some podcast that I was listening to while I was like doing laundry.
All right.
But it blew my mind to hear somebody so eloquently and precisely describe things that I had experiences
What
that
was
I
the
had
description?
experienced.
What did they say?
Okay, so I am honestly hesitant. I know that you touched earlier about the difficulty that transgender women might have in describing their identity, but I want to state, I honestly don't feel that you would engage in this conversation in good faith.
But why are you
And
here?
so-
Why did you stand up to talk to me if you don't want to have a conversation? You're saying that you discovered that you're a woman. I'm asking you how you did. That's a very fair question.
Okay.
How do you know that you're a woman?
That's fine. All right. So first of all, listening to transgender people, and it was like, okay, this is a one-off, one person describing these things. Things like looking at yourself in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. Hearing compliments like, you are such an example, like a positive masculine role model. And just hearing that and being like, it feels like they're talking about somebody else. It means feeling alone, even when you're surrounded by guys, even when you have a lot of friends. And I was active in like Boy Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout.
I feel alone, often. I don't have a lot of family members
Hey,
out
Michelle,
here.
Michelle, I'm just waiting to
Never
hear
feel
that
like
guy. You know the professor that says what you just said was the most idiotic thing.
I know, right?
I know.
What
I'm just
you
waiting to hear
said
that.
was the most idiotic, and everybody listening to it is
It's
stupid.
dumber for listening to it. Yeah.
And dumber for listening to it.
There's 3 more minutes of this.
Yeah, just play it.
Play it.
Okay. Yeah, wow, I can't believe that.
I had great masculine role models my whole life, and yet I never felt like I belonged. I felt welcome and
But
included.
why does that make you a woman?
Because
As opposed to just a man who doesn't get along with some other man, or a man who's depressed, or a man who doesn't feel at home totally in his body, which, by the way, is a pretty universal human experience. Everybody goes through it at one time or another. So in what way does that make you a woman, though? And it's interesting. You're telling me that you listen to the experiences of other transgender people.
Well, yeah.
But what about women?
Well, yeah.
So
trans women are women, you would say, right?
I would say that. Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Who thinks that beauty mark's natural?
Well, you need to hear the testimony of trans, quote unquote, trans women. Like how you pick any
I also see dirt on the lip. A little mustache.
any actual woman in this room. In what way do you know that you belong in the same category as them?
I know because they tell me. So here was the
You need them to tell you what you are?
Look at those forearms.
women.
I know, right?
Yes. I trust the opinions of the women around me.
And if most
it's
women-
incredible. You might try it sometime.
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman, would you say I'm not a woman anymore?
If who?
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman anymore, would you then relent and say I'm not a woman?
I would say most people on the planet have no idea who I am.
There
I'm
it
gonna
is.
trust the opinions of the people who spent their lives.
Planet.
Yeah.
But you are relying on other people to tell you who you are. That's what we're establishing.
Come on.
For context, I know
For
you
context.
like to think. I know you like to say. Everybody's rawing and supporting transgender people, and yet they're still killing themselves, etc. But I'm standing here in a room full of people applauding you and asking questions like, how can I put out legislation here in New Mexico, my home state I grew up in, to try to reverse transgenderism? I'm not safe. And it
How are you
wasn't,
not safe? You just said you're standing in a room with people who disagree with you, and you're perfectly fine. So how are you not safe? Okay, look, we're going round and round. You don't want to answer any
Wow.
questions. Maybe we'll end with this because we're talking about womanhood. So people can probably shout out the question I'm going to ask you right now.
Okay.
But you know that you're a woman.
Yes.
What is that?
So gender is a social thing. It only
I don't want
makes
to hear
sense.
that. What is a woman? What is a woman?
What is a woman?
The word woman, define in the dictionary. Go.
A woman is somebody who is included and respected and seen and participates in society, recognized by other women. If you speak with women,
Circular definition.
that's my whatever.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Circular definition. Like 100 years ago, inflation used to mean too much money in the system causes a rise in the price of goods, but now it's just too much money in the system. Or no. Rising the cost of goods. You get it? Not too much money in the system.
Yeah.
Anyway, definitions changed to meet the needs of the times and the agenda.
Did I just see the transgender Raquel Welch died?
Really? I hadn't heard that.
I just saw it flashed on Sergio's feed.
Is that what that was? Let's check it out. See if anyone sees it. I don't even know who Raquel. I probably do.
Oh yeah, no, it's on my feed. The Raquel Welch cause of death revealed. Huh?
I think she died a week or so ago.
Can you show that really quick? I don't know who that is. I might.
She's an actress from back in the 80s.
Yeah, Raquel Welch is a transgender. Hold on, let me get back here. How did I do this?
80s, it was hard to tell though, because all that makeup, all that hair.
Let me get back here. I kind of lost myself here. All right, let's see if I can do this. Let me do double screen. See if I can pull it up. Let's see. Not up here. There we go.
There it is.
It says Raquel Welch, cause of death revealed. I hope that's not her.
Oh wow.
No, I don't.
She passed away February in 2023. Huh. Around 2:25 a.m. Her fans, family, and friends mourn her death. They're curious about Raquel Welch, cause of death, not revealed the time of death. However, recently her death certificate filed. Public health has been leaked, and now, let me see, right down here, unfortunately.
Mark said that she died of prostate cancer.
Battling Alzheimer's.
We got Tracy K in here, Valerie Ann.
Hey, Tracy, Valerie.
Richard.
The stonemason's in here too. Hey, good to see you.
Hi, Richard. How are you? Good to see you.
Mark gets it now.
But yeah, so she died.
Gets it now.
I guess in February. I guess we forgot, we didn't.
Yeah, she was supposedly the most beautiful woman alive.
Yeah,
When
you remember that movie 10?
Looks like she has plastic surgery, but all right.
Well, she's a transgender, so I mean, she's identified.
There you go.
Yeah, she's identified as transgender.
They probably have some kind of voice thing that they don't tell the public, because like J-Lo, I heard that's a little Guatemalan man, and like some of them have really good voices. You know, how do they have these voices, or is it all just fake? But I don't know. You when they talk.
Well, hey,
a little
way
Guatemalan man. I just had to have a laugh on that.
You haven't heard of that one, Brian? I'll find it for you, man. It's hilarious. Watch.
Hey, well, I was gonna say something way back when this whole trans stuff started being exposed. That channel, Mr. E, Transpocalypse Now, did a really good video of the Playboy, of the open transgender Playboy models.
Right.
And these dudes were beautiful. I mean, they had professional surgery and hormones. You could not tell they were men. And these were open. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Mr. E's pretty good about
yeah.
exposing all that.
Yeah, he woke me up to the whole thing way back then.
Yeah. Yep. What do you got next, Sergio?
J-Lo.
That was Bo Derek and 10.
Excuse me,
That's
sorry.
what Valerie said.
I couldn't hold it. There is a lot of sprayage going on.
Yeah, you think?
It's a clear sky.
Bo Derek was probably a man too.
It's all like under something.
Yeah.
Okay, right here. I found it. Pretty funny. I'm not screen sharing or not yet.
No, you have to present.
I'm getting ready. All right, it's ready. Present.
Present. Hit
Present
present.
away.
There we go.
Go full screen it. I think it's like 5. I didn't, and it's almost 6 minutes. I just played it. I think we're gonna upload it a day ago. So, okay. And if you need me, you guys are probably not gonna be able to see it. Here, I'll do it this way. It'll be easier. All right.
There you go.
I'm gonna stop and explain anything. I can.
No, but before you press play, there was something. One of the most important parts of this video was, I don't know if you cut it off or not, but Drake says they stayed.
That's there.
All right.
It's there.
Was about the fact that I was actually a small Guatemalan man, and how I transformed myself into J-Lo, and it had like it had like a detailed description of the surgery that I went through, including something to make myself taller.
You can mute your mic too if you need to.
I did it. I muted it. Okay, I'm listening.
The whole, wig and like painfully putting each hair in and all kinds. It's like crazy. It was
Really, I just noticed something watching it on my phone that is not full screen. Still Ricky. I'm not like Michelle.
Is that
what happened?
who's talking? It sounds so. Is that in the video talking?
So what you guys see here, this is one of my old live streams. This is my friend Jeffrey. He's talking, and then I'm in the background right here. See, Better Than Gold, Shapeshifters, exposed by Jeffrey.
I got you.
Yeah, probably not many people seen it, but go check it out. It's pretty cool. Here, I'll put it in the link. I'll put it in the chat. There you go. All right.
You guys give Michelle a thumbs up on this video.
You hear me giving Michelle a shout out too. That was
Shout out
cool.
to Michelle and everyone else in the chat. Chris, who else is there? Let's see.
Oh, you were there,
Quick.
Michelle.
And my friends here. That's it. All right, let's go. Good stuff here.
wow, but it was true. Each hair and all kinds. It's like it was crazy. It was bizarre. Wow, but it was true.
It is true.
It was bizarre. Wow, but it was true. Bizarre. Wow, but it was true. He showed me the art of it. Each hair in and all kinds. It's like it was crazy. It was bizarre. Wow, but it was true. He showed me the art of it. I read it myself.
Say that you a lesbian, girl, me too. Say that you a...
Then he talks about other stuff. But yeah, J-Lo definitely said that there was a Guatemalan makeup artist or some kind of makeup artist that says that she was a Guatemalan man. And she said it's true. There you go.
You know, the thing about these people is money is no object for them. With technology and
that's like
surgery and hormones.
The true thing, sorry, Chuck, was like, what's his face when he talks about eating kids? He's like, it's true, right? The Rock say something, it's true about eating kids or something like that.
Yeah, he said 8 children.
Yeah. He said it's true, but just not over 10 years old.
Yeah, something like that. How old are you too old?
That's not even funny.
I don't know what he said, but I just remember that. It's true.
We played that on the last live stream, didn't you, Sergio? About him creating a machine like a children molesting machine.
Child molesting.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that does it twice as fast
Twice as
and
much.
Yeah, twice as fast and twice in a better, something like that. Even in a better molestation time, something like that. I don't know, not time, but like it basically molested them even further in a shorter time.
And he has blonde hair, like he's one of those special people or something. You know what I mean? Like what's his name? Hitler's people. Yeah, his version, the Reich.
Oh yeah, the Sandra Bullock forcing
video.
Let's see. I think
I have
Not
another
set.
link.
Oh, yeah, 2 more, and then that's it.
All right. Yeah.
So go ahead. You go first.
Excuse me. Sandra Bullock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty
where's
gross.
that? This one right here is, I believe it was the shooting, cop shooting the other cop. Now just listen to the story. I've broken down the whole whatchamacallit. Like I said, I did a video of it, but I've broken it all down. And right off the get-go, that's as soon as the first 30 seconds in, it was something they said. I was like, whoa, I want to listen to this. And Chuck will know what I'm talking about when he hears it too, when it refers to Adam and Eve. Anyway, press play if you will.
All
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not presenting anymore. So
Oh, everything got quiet there for a minute.
Yeah, sorry. If Michelle hears me, I put a link in there to share. It's about
I see your link.
His senior cop.
Michelle, you there?
yeah, because even if I try, she has to add me
Sorry,
to the
I was
stream.
muted. Sorry, I was muted the whole time. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm trying to get it. Hold on. I'm sitting there. I was grabbing the link from Danny, and then I grabbed the link from Brian. So yeah.
We were starting to think you exited stage left.
Who's
All right. There we go.
sergeant outside of Williamsburg Bar.
Michael Rusk is facing charges in connection to that January shooting, which seriously hurt Sergeant Christopher Gibson. Investigators initially said the two officers got into a fight after a night of drinking. But as 10 Exercise Julie Millay learned, the shooting might have been about much more than a bar fight.
Yeah,
Julie?
Tom and Amy, investigators simply said the two officers involved in the shooting were known to each other. Now we're learning what that might really mean. The alleged shooter, Michael Rusk, says he pulled the trigger in self-defense because of unwanted advances by his sergeant. We're about to share exclusive surveillance video and the 911 call from the shooting, which we played for Michael Rusk's family for the first time.
Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
For the first time, Jason Rusk is hearing the 911 call his son.
Right. That's so dumb. You know, like, oh, they're going to get all their information from the news. Really? So dumb.
They knew each other, Chuck. They knew each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was what caught me.
Made in the early morning hours of January 25th.
I shot Sergeant Gibson. Do what? I shot Sergeant Gibson. I pulled a gun on him. He advancing on me. Is he breathing? He just fell out.
James City County police officer Michael Rusk called 911 after he allegedly shot his superior officer, Sergeant Christopher Gibson, outside a Williamsburg bar.
He was making a pass on him and he shot him.
Drinking together. Video given exclusively to 10 on Your Side shows the two officers before this happened.
That was right arm. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath for me, okay? Is he breathing? Is he breathing? I'm trying to save his life.
The 911 call goes on for just over 5 minutes. That's when responding officers show up to find Gibson had been shot 3 times, seriously hurt in his stomach and shoulder. Court documents show Gibson told
He does look like he
officers
has a little bit of
Rusk shot
sugar in
him
his
after
tank.
a verbal argument. But Rusk, his dad, and his lawyers say it was much more than that.
You know, it started to get creepy.
Jason Rusk says his son told him
thought it
about
was creepy.
unwanted attention he got from his superior officer leading up to the shooting, and that he had reported it to others on the force.
There was a year's worth of grooming that had taken place.
Rusk says his son is the victim of unwanted sexual advances and had been for a long time.
Extremely inappropriate touching, stalking, the grooming. The previous to the incident assaults
We reached out to Gibson several times to ask him about these allegations. He declined to speak with us. We also requested from JCCPD a record of any complaints filed against Gibson during his time there. We were denied. The video shows the officers at the bar prior to the
You
shooting.
know what? Well, hold on,
See
hold
them
on.
sitting across from each other.
Go back maybe 10 seconds, please, to where they have the officer right in front of the flag. Okay, right, maybe 2 seconds more before that.
The flag's crazy. I made a video about it all, Sergio.
Right
It goes
there.
pretty. I was like, "What's the flag all about?"
Really? So, okay,
Yeah.
so this video is because I thought he was going to rape me, right? Now look where your cruiser is. That's a woman showing titty. That's half. That's half.
Wow, good ass.
That's a titty. So
Yeah, I know.
That's
why I
Masonic.
made a video about it.
that too. Yeah, that also that too. Brian and everyone else noticing this stuff. But you see what I'm saying? How ironic they're throwing it in your face. Look at this, and then look at the smirk he's making.
And that's the only thing they show you. They show you it twice of the same exact pic or whatever, but then they say
Yeah.
they never got out to, contact, no contact.
So just wanted to point that out. I thought that was worth mentioning.
Yeah, that was
We
good.
also requested from
good point.
JCCPD a record of any complaints filed against Gibson during his time there. We were denied. The video shows the officers at the bar prior to the shooting. You can see them sitting across from each other at the start. Then you'll see Gibson move in to sit next to Rusk. Gibson reaches for Rusk's hand under the table, which seems to be met with
And they just happen to have this
I know.
in the bar.
Of course.
That's the money shot right there. I wouldn't
Give
be
me a
surprised if
break.
you saw. You know,
You guys, that's the evidence.
I wouldn't be surprised if you catch him going to second base on film.
Oh my God.
Then, just about an hour before the shooting, the two are seen leaving together. After Gibson puts his hand on Rusk's shoulder, you see Rusk forcefully push him off and put a finger in his face before walking
They were
away.
laughing.
They
They
were.
were laughing. Back up. He's laughing right here.
He's like, "You better make it to work tomorrow, man. You better go, dude. I'm not going alone. I'll the hangover."
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Forcefully push him off
But
and
yeah,
put a
that's
finger in his face before
laughing
walking
at him.
away. We don't know what happened next, but after the shooting,
Hey, wait, real quick, Michelle. See that video of the Brick House Tavern? Look how clear and crisp it is. But the
Right.
video of him is so grainy. It's always just the worst video.
755.
Brick House. Brick
Look at
House
the
means
address.
666.
Yep, the bricks.
Look at the address
No.
on that one on the one pillar is 755. And if 7 upside down is an L, so those are all threes. That's 333 right there.
Yeah, but
Brick
the
House
Masonic
itself.
brick. Yeah, the bricks.
What'd you say, Brian?
The brick.
The word brick house itself means 666.
Really? I
In
know that.
Gematria. Yes.
Oh, like what's his name? That one song, Brick House. You're a brick house.
You're a brick house.
Yeah, that one.
Like that.
Yeah.
What I did a video on it. I said when I can upload it, I'll upload it, and I broke this video down pretty good. It's got so much stuff in it. It's pretty crazy. There's more stuff coming up. Oh boy,
First time I
when they're
started.
showing a picture of them in the office, it's just like, what the hell is the purpose of that? You'll see. They're the cardinal.
shooting,
Anyway,
Rusk
that's
makes this claim
yeah. You can say.
to the 911 dispatcher.
If our client was a female, this case would be drastically different.
Rusk's lawyer
Sounded
says
like a
the
female
video
kinda.
and 911 call.
I say the same thing, Chuck.
I think it'll show that certain steps weren't taken that needed to be taken.
The attorney says those steps, like looking into Rusk's claims of unwanted sexual advances, could have prevented what Rusk's dad calls a tragedy, which will affect his son for the rest of his life.
He told people from the get-go that he was sexually assaulted. He said no, and he kept on. He said no, and he kept on. If I had a daughter in the same position, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have an innocent person fighting for their freedom.
They threw the clip in real quick of him holding
They
that
have
bird.
no comment on this story. James
It
City
meant
County
something.
Police also declined to comment. Calls to the prosecutor trying the case were unreturned. You can hear the complete 911 call on wavy.com. I'm Julie Millay, 10 on your side.
Wow.
Liars.
Yeah, it's just a crazy story, you know what I mean? And it's got all the numerology, numbers, whatever, and stuff like that. And then, like Sergio said, that flag, that was just something I said. I said the flag behind Gibson with a question mark. I was like, what the heck is that all about? You know? And then he's like holding the sword right there at the same time, or she, or whatever that was on the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, KK. How are you? Good to see you. It's been a long time no see. Anyway, good that you dropped in. All right. So we were going to do this one.
And who will play me, Eddie? But it's only just like nearly a book. Oh. It will be a film though, sweetheart, because it's about me, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's about London's premier fashion PR.
Yeah. Fabulous. And who will play me, Eddie? What Jane Fonda?
Right. I've had stem cells in the blood of a 2-year-old child injected into my skin, and my face still looks like this.
You need to be using fetus blood, Eddie. A little spritz of afterbirth, darling. Keep up, sweetie.
Oh.
I feel bad for people like that when they meet the maker. Holy cow.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. How many, did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Everybody laughing.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Who comes up
I
with it?
don't think. It's not like I'm lying there with little pieces all over my face. It's like,
who thinks of collecting it and having it for, we'll do something with this
and
someday.
why didn't we come up with that?
Right. We'd be
Yeah.
rich.
And so we call it, I call it the penis facial. And I think when you see how good it is to your face, you too will run to your local facialist and say, give me the penis.
I want the penis facial.
Give me the penis.
Yeah.
Look right there
Okay.
on your Adam's apple.
Adam's apple, yep.
Yeah.
We know you want, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We get it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but we're the spoofers over here, Michelle.
Huh?
We're the spoofers. According to televised lies, we're spoofers.
Yeah, we're spoofers.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
right.
he said.
Everybody's all munching. I'm getting ready. I want to find some popcorn.
Well, my wife, she's so sweet. She brought me a plate of some Filipino food.
Bullock is castrated. I heard a story, not a story, but research, all that stuff. Whitney Houston was a castrado. But anyway,
Really?
look up that word. That's like when they castrate a boy before he
The
becomes
ones
a
that
man,
have
so
the
he has
really
a
good
different
voices.
voice.
Yeah, they have such a good voice. Yeah, I've heard
did
that.
tell me that. All right, I got something.
That dude from Smashing Pumpkins was one too. They actually have seen one about that.
Oh, I thought about
You know
that
that
one.
guy Billy Corgan that was on
Okay.
Alex Jones show a
Yeah.
bunch.
I thought about that one. I didn't
He
know.
was
I didn't know.
castrated.
He was on Billy. He was on Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, he came on there. Right often. This was probably about 15 years ago when I was listening to him. Though.
Michelle or Dub. Michelle or Dub. Michelle or Dub. Can you guys add me to the? There we go. All right.
You've been added.
I'm added. Need 2 tabs. But now these are just something I like to share with my wife. Share with me.
Yep, the magic is definitely in the makeup.
I just thought it was funny. Look what she sent me.
Filipinos. How non-Filipinos laugh? Filipinos.
So that's funny. Then this one's pretty funny too. Let's see. This one's from Facebook, so let's see what happens. Never know what happens.
Hi,
Tell her
Dave.
you want.
Good to see you.
How to be romantic to your wife. Dine her, call her, hug her, support her, hold her, surprise her, compliment her, smile at her, listen to her, laugh with her, cry with her, romance her, believe in her, cuddle with her, shop with her, give her jewelry, buy her flowers, hold her hand, write love letters to her, go to the end of the earth and back for her again. Here's how to win your husband. Show up naked and bring food.
I thought that was funny. That's that.
That was quick.
Yeah, no, they're just these quick little shorts.
Okay.
Hey, just a heads up, guys. My phone, I got it plugged in, but it's hot and it's down to 10%. So I'll stay until it drops out.
You always do that.
His sister's calling him.
KK says, Bob,
I'm just joking.
Odell, and his crew all shills 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Very good, KK.
Yep, I remember him, KK, and I remember Jake the asshole, just part of the club also.
Flattered Fokker Mac, yeah, he died also too.
Flattered Fokker.
He was also number 33 live
During
stream on
COVID,
RP.
wasn't it?
Yep. And he had so many weird guests. Yeah, so many weird guests.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and call it a night since we're kind of like all out of
This
link.
is a good show.
Yeah, it was a really good show. Sorry, KK, you just got here. Wish you could have got here a little bit earlier. I know that you have kids and family and all that. But I hope you had a good day. I hope everybody had a good day. Thank you so much for coming to listen to what we had to say. We held the crowd pretty much the whole time at the 30 mark.
Thank you guys. Big shout out to the audience.
Thank you, Sergio, for presenting your belief. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, and there's a video that I made. It's right there. I just posted it. It's in the link. It's over 200 comments, and I don't know how many views, but people do not like that video. Go check it out.
No, not at all.
Go show some support, please, because there's a lot of naysayers, a lot of just check it out.
Yeah,
Crazy.
go in there and everybody.
Go spam the spammers.
Yeah, give Sergio some support on this Bob.
Spam the spammers.
Yeah.
But it was nice hanging out with everyone, and thank you for spending time
Thanks,
with us.
guys.
on this
Yeah,
day.
enjoy hanging out with everybody. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I wanted to touch on spam the spammers before I roll out. So what was it called? The trollgorithms. Someone said that within the last day or two. I heard that word get thrown
that
around.
was
So
Michael.
That's what I feel it is. I don't feel, and I've told Chuck about how videos when they get
Put that in the
deleted
chat,
and stuff, it makes no sense. Except there's trollgorithms out there. The algorithm didn't get it. The trollgorithm did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Hey, Brian, real quick, we mentioned how Sergio, his video is like blowing up, and I mirrored it and Michelle mirrored it, and we both have like 2 comments combined on it.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know. All you guys have the ability to do that community tabs and live feed stuff, and I've never even noticed that on my channel. Dub doesn't have it. I checked his channel. You know what I mean? I think your newest channel that you made, Chuck, doesn't have it. You know,
No, it
I don't
doesn't.
know how they figure out, you know, who gets it, who doesn't, or whatever.
Yeah,
So I was going to put some stuff in the community tab since I wasn't allowed to put videos up, but I just don't even care to make another channel. They delete me, then I'll make another channel. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
just how I am. I won't get lost. I'll find my way.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Michelle, Dub, Chuck, Brian, everyone in the chat.
Thank you,
You
everybody.
guys-
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Dub.
Definitely see you next week. For
Thank
sure.
you, everybody in the chat. You guys are my rock and rollers.
Yeah, love all you guys.
Chill.
I'll catch y'all next time.
I should be able to be back on my main channel by Tuesday. So hopefully Testimony Tuesdays move back over to the main channel. But I'll let you know. We'll see.
Yeah, I got another week on mine because I got a 2-week ban.
Unless they slap me with something.
They'll get you.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Have
you
a
guys.
nice week, everyone.
Take care.
All right. Later.
Bye.
God bless. Bye.
All right.